screaming loud under a blood-red sky. Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the virtual World Center of Racing at Daytona International Speedway. And we welcome you to season number 2 of the Florida Cabinet Distributors NASRA Cup Series here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. It is qualifying night at the World Center of Racing, and we are ready to go for another season. I am Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is our producer slash color man, Mr. Biggles, Dean Hopton. Dean, I know you've been excited for this one like I am. The Cup cars are back, and we're ready for qualifying night at Daytona.
Absolutely looking forward to it, Wesley. Of course, we're looking forward to working with you and looking forward to everybody back here for our Cup Series, as you mentioned. So it's qualifying time. It's about to get those banking laps in as quickly as possible to be able to set the grid, of course, for our feature race. That'll be later on in the season, of course, my friend. Anyway, How are you?
Yes, it is. And Daytona is where we are at 2.5 miles, 4.023 kilometers, the Tri-Oval, the World Center of Racing. And again, as we mentioned, it is qualifying night. Bottom line, you want to lock yourself into the front row. If you cannot do that, Dean, you want to put yourself in a good starting position for the duels for next Wednesday night. That's obviously what's on the docket. There's a look at what's going on. Obviously, no stage 1, no stage 2, no blah, blah, blah. It's all about qualifying with these next-gen Cup cars here on the high banks of the World Center of Racing. You got to have 2 good laps to lock yourself in for the big race coming up here in 2 weeks, buddy.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Absolutely, getting the best laps you possibly can. Of course, the weather conditions shouldn't really change too much, you would imagine, during that one. As you mentioned, the 2 laps, but the weather, of course, Wesley, it currently at the moment here, you can see, it's 127 degrees with no wind. So pretty good as we're waiting for a couple of the drivers to get ready to go. We've got a stacked grid as well too, my friend. Lots and lots of drivers. It is,
man. This is really exciting. I'm understanding we had 55 on the pre-entry list, and I'm thinking 48 are going to qualify here tonight. So that is really darn cool, man. And actually, my apologies. It actually updated this afternoon. Thank you, Joshua Suss. There are now 61 cars on the pre-entry list. That is awesome. Like, I'm just tickled to death with that. And there is a lot of hype. You know, we've been hyping it up, wondering when it was going to come back. It's finally here. And honestly, Dean, you can see from the response of the entry list, people are excited to get back behind the wheel and go in the series again.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Absolutely. It's going to be fantastic. Some familiar names, some new names out there too, Wesley, we're going to see this evening. So
yes.
We've even got, looks like Matty as well, too, showing over a British flag as well, too. Have we got a British invasion?
And obviously the man to defend the title is Punta Gorda, Florida. The Blanchard's towing entry, Jeff Murk. Jeff Murk was the inaugural series champion of the NASRA Cup Series. And if you remember that race, that was a wild championship finale that decided it all whenever they battled it out at Vegas. And, of course, when it was all said and done, it was Jeff Murk able to take on all comers and put himself as the champion for the series when it was completed. Now we're ready to see if he could defend his title. And are there going to be any new talents? And like you mentioned, we have new drivers. So what will that entail? What new series? Well, what new competitors that we do not know in the world of NASRA? Can break through, if you will, Dean, and make some history. And you can do it here tonight with qualifying night here in Daytona.
Yeah, Pookie, as you mentioned. We've got Pookie Jr. up, so look out for Tristan Bruce, as I like to say. Of course, we've got Caulfield. Then we've got some other names there, Diebold. We've got Adam Newton. We've got previous champions at the NASRA network as well, too, in here. And keep an eye out for a lot of these drivers, as we're about to see some of our first drivers go out to do the qualifying here this evening.
When I'm being told, Adam Newton will be the first qualifier because of some type of a previous requirement engagement. So they are letting him qualify first, and there he is. Adam Newton on the racetrack in that Murph's Magical Creations number 4, the driver out of Hillsborough, North Carolina, which is just outside of Orange County Speedway in Rougemont. In the Blue Lights Racing entry Toyota, here comes Adam Newton. Now remember, there were some rules that were told here, Dean, and one of the rules is you cannot go above the racetrack until you cross the blend line on the back straightaway. He's now done that. When he comes back to the line, he will be at full speed. He will be on the clock.
And you remember, too, what actually happened to the DSR electric qualifying as well, too. No tows, you would imagine, there from other drivers. So when the other drivers do come out and get their warm-up laps done, of course, on their out laps, you can get a nice little tow from them, and then you will get your lap time deleted, essentially, in that one. So let's
you don't want to make that mistake. You don't want to make that mistake. We saw that happen, as you mentioned. On the gas, Adam Newton. Listen to the rumble of that engine. By the way, thanks to the NASRA 360 Racing Network, this is qualifying the Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors.
just about being gingerly here. You want to just go as smooth as possible. Just no excessive steering. You can see at the moment he's just trying to balance that one perfectly. You just want to let the car just slowly use the gravity to glide up, Wesley, but at the same time, if you're scrubbing too much, you probably might not be able to pick it up too much on what you can hear here, but if you're scrubbing it, that means that you're causing friction. Friction equals slowing the speed down. First time's coming up currently at the moment for Newton. It's a 51 flat.
Newton working his way to set the bar. 51.031. 51.031 on his opening lap. That, of course, is the Toyota for Hillsborough, North Carolina's Adam Newton. We call him the Bulldog. Here he comes now. Adam Newton has 418 career starts until tonight. He's got 15 career wins, 104 top fives, 231 top tens overall since NASRA was incepted back in 2020 during the COVID summer. Here comes Newton. Down to the line, the beautiful purple and blue Toyota. 51.031 will be his best lap. He is slower on lap number 2. Now he'll pick it up. 50.569. 50.569 seconds. That will be his second lap, his fastest lap, and he will set the bar at close to 186.20 miles an hour in the number 4.
Yeah, that's a benchmark. It's always a difficult one, isn't it, too, Wesley? Because you've got no other benchmark to go from. You just come out and you're like, all right, I'm hoping that's going to be a good one. Of course, they've done it during their practice sessions and know what they're capable of doing. But at this point, you don't want what the rest of the field are doing under the conditions right now in this essentially race session that we are for qualifying.
Kind of feel like I want to say this in a nice way, you're through to the wolves, right? Because you're literally the first guy out on the racetrack. You are setting the bar. Remember that. You set the bar. As here comes the number 25 from Baltimore, Maryland. I was in Maryland this past weekend announcing races. This is Bo Condan. Bo Condan in car number 25. Here he comes. From Baltimore, Maryland, the AL Productions Flat Out Sim Racing D&Q entry Chevrolet. Nice looking race car, Bo Condon. I think he's a new member for NASRA in the Cup Series as well.
Yeah, I haven't, and he's got the professional photo as well. So I like it when the drivers do that. Hint, other drivers out there. Get your photo there submitted into iRacing. That'll pop up automatically on our graphics that we have here on the NASRA network as well as anybody's network really at the end of the day. So we'll see at the moment what it can do. Temperature's 127 flat. It might be fixed on this one. You probably might say so. We can get a confirmation out there in the chat perhaps. But you'd want to make it as even Stevens as you possibly can for the whole field.
And while we're doing that, let's grab Adam Newton. Let's see what Bo Condon will do on lap number 1. His machine crosses across the start-finish line. He'll go to the top spot on his opening lap, 50.554. 50.554 seconds. That now bumps Adam Newton to the outside of the front row, 185.30 miles an hour. And Adam Newton turned a 55.69. Adam joins us in the booth. You're taking your qualifying lap. Already second best.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with these next gen, so I really didn't know what to expect out of them or anything. But good to be in this series and looking forward to this season.
I'm trying to think. You didn't really run this series much last year, did you?
No, I didn't. I had some scheduling things that wouldn't allow me to do it and whatnot. So, yeah, I didn't get to race that much in here.
Quicker, 55.62 on his second lap. His best lap of speed will be the first one with a 55.54, 185.30 miles an hour as Adam Newton joins us in the booth. Dean, you got anything for Adam before we let him go? He is making his debut in the NASRA Cup Series here this year.
No, I was just going to say Adam was difficult. Obviously, we were saying before, they've been the first one out there. You've got no other benchmark to go with. You've obviously set the second best time at this point, so we'll see how it pans out for you, mate.
Yeah, man, I look forward to it, and thank you to my sponsors, Murph Magical Creations and Florida Cabinet Distributors and DSR Electric. Y'all know them, and they're great sponsors, and good to be in here.
Beautiful looking race car, by the way. I think if I had to give a best comparing car world award or be a judge, I'd probably say yours is in the running, man. I love the purples and the blues and just the way it all sticks together, Adam. Good luck this season, man. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Adam Newton out of Hillsborough, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. We will bring in Bo Condan, who's the new quick qualifier. But first, let's introduce the next man on the racetrack. This is the number 29 machine, taking the green flag. This is Dwayne Whitby from White House, Tennessee, and the Ruthless Racing entry. He's going to run part-time in the series this year. His Ford is on the clock. And Bo Condan, welcome to the NASRA Cup Series, and you are the new quick qualifier, man. Will it stand, you think?
Well, thank you guys for having me into the broadcast booth. Really appreciate it. It's glad to be back, and I'm glad to be back for another season of NASRA here.
Yeah, man, what a lap. I mean, it really worked out fast, and it looked like you were really quicker on your first lap than your second lap on the clock for sure.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm doing a part-time deal here this season, unfortunately. I had my daughter just turned 1 in August 17th, so I'm not going to be able to commit to the full season, just doing daddy duty and trying to keep RL Productions running like it does. So I'm just happy to be up here and happy to be on top of the board. Hopefully I can stay there for a while, and we'll have ourselves at either a pole in the big one, or we'll have ourselves a nice starting spot here for our duel.
Now you're at the top of the board as Dwayne Whitby right now locked at third. 56.48 at 184.90 miles an hour, and it looks like he's not even going to try to attempt his second lap. So, Bo, thanks for your time, man, and congrats on the new baby, and we will see you whenever you're available in the Cup Series.
Thank you, guys. See you around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bo Condan, Baltimore, Maryland, as Whitby just finished his qualifying lap. How about this? Only took one lap. Wasn't happy with the car. Dean, I don't think that time's going to stand, as Matt Hyland is now on the racetrack. That's Matt Hyland in the 44 now.
Yeah, there you had a nice microphone there from Bo as well. So as you can hear, it sounds like he's got a proper producer's.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here. I am.
He's been doing radio commercials. I mean, he might take you out of a job there, Wesley. Of course not. You're not going to be able to.
Oh, well, I mean, eventually I'm going to be out of business, right? Yeah. You know, what is it the GNR says? Every road has its thorn. So, you know.
Yeah. Here comes Matty at the moment to set his laps. It goes up at a P3 at the moment with his first lap up 50.5 on the dial, 177 miles per hour.
That's Matt Hyland on the racetrack in the number 44 machine. Comes to us out of Sheffield, England. Yes, he's from your side of the country there, Dean. Sheffield, England, in the Extras Motorsports RL Productions D&Q Racing. Number 44 Chevrolet from England.
What do you mean from my neck of the woods? I'm in Australia, mate. Where did you get this from?
You're from Australia, across the ocean from America, is what I meant to say. You know.
You're closer to England than I am.
Well, whatever. Yeah, across the ocean. More Hyland coming across the line. There's the number 44, across the stripe, the RL Productions entry. Where will he end up? Right now, third. Will he improve? No, he will not. 50.572. 50.572. Now 573 for the England driver. 186 miles an hour for Matt Hyland. Here comes Owen Scrage in the number 9. Scrage at 9. This, of course, is a driver from Orlando, Florida. The Pulse Poppers Warrior Racing Ford, number 9. And we're ready to see what Owen Scrage will do on the racetrack, Dean.
Yeah, I was going to say, God save the king as well, too, which we'll speak to, hope maybe at Matty. But at the moment,
here's Matt Hyland joining us
God
now.
God save the king. Matty.
God save the king. God save the queen. Don't poker with sticks and brooms. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. How are you guys?
Hey, how did you find out about NASRA? We're glad to have you part of the Florida Cabinet Distributor NASRA Cup Series.
Yeah, I've done some racing with a lot of the guys before. Obviously, I know Bo and Damien as well from some other series as well. So I thought I'd have a go at it. It's not really my normal thing, but you know, I've got to give it a try at some point. So I'm trying to learn.
So you said it's not your normal thing. What's your take of qualifying as we watch Scrage now, the Floridian coming across the line? Fifth car to take time. Owen Scrage, where will he end up? Will he bump Condan? No, he will not. He's got to find speed fourth right now, 50.578. That's 50.578. He's going to stay on the gas for his second lap, by the way. That is 184.80 miles an hour. What do you normally primarily run, Hyland? Do you run like road courses and things like that in England?
Yeah, much more GT3s, GTPs, IMSA, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's definitely a complete change of pace for me. Yeah.
Awesome. Didn't got anything for our buddy, man? He's got an accent like you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Matt, I think I broadcasted you somewhere along the line, isn't it? Some sort of racing series.
Yeah.
Because
you have, yeah.
There you go. So I can't remember what it was.
It was the ESR a long time ago.
Oh, okay, there it is. Because I had you had your levels altered at the moment in Discord, and I'm like, the only reason why I've done that is because I've had you in the booth before.
Yeah.
Anyway, good to see you in the series, my friend, and good luck with it. Currently, at the moment, you're in third, but we'll see how it pans out, of course, for the big race.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys have a chat with some other guys. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the series. It's going to be good fun.
One match. Yeah, from one man to another. That's Matt Hyland. We now get Matt Hudgins on the racetrack. Thanks again for your time from England. Man, I'm loving these new names. Here comes Matt Hudgins now on the racetrack from Burlington, North Carolina, right off of 8540. I travel up there all the time. I'll travel up there going to Caraway with Flow Racing this Saturday. The 49 North Collision DCD High Limit Motorsports Chevrolet. Matt Hudgins now on the clock here.
Yeah, first lap of 50.58, so this is the second lap he'll be doing now when he crosses the line. And we'll have another driver come out. Speaking of, we have Justin White at the moment having a chin wagon that he's doing. Justin, how are you?
Doing two things,
I'm
boys.
so glad we're ready for another season of the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. My friend, welcome back.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to get this thing started. It's been a few weeks. It's been almost a year since we first started Drop the Green Flag on season 1. So, hey, we're glad to get back at it.
Matt Hudgins will work across the racetrack, and right now he'll set the bar in car number 47, and he's a new quick qualifier. Bumps Condan. Hudgins, new quick time, 55.45, 186.40 miles an hour. That is the new time of speed to beat for everybody here in qualifying. So right now, Matt Hudgins, Bo Condan, Adam Newton, Matt Hyland, Owen Scrage right now, your top 5. And here comes qualifier number 7. Ready to go. This is Ben Scanland. Justin, what's the new things to come this year for the NASRA Cup Series? Or, yeah, we're way up in the World Center of Racing press box. Yes, there we are. Giving a big howdy to everybody. What's to come new for the series, and what is things that are staying the same, obviously?
Well, we're going to go away from custom sets, and we're just going to use this iRacing stock sets across the board. Still running the same 3 cars: Gen 4, Gen, I call it the Gen 6 car, and then the Gen 8. Well, what do you call it? The Gen 7, Gen 8 car, the next gen car. So
the next gen, the Gen 4, and the Gen 6.
There you go. That's what we're running. So we're going to run all 3 of those again. Those guys expressed a lot of interest.
5 and 7. I don't know why, but they just they just like odd numbers.
I guess. But these boys really wanted to run the Gen 6. They really, really did, and they were very adamant about it. And I said, well, we'll put it back on the schedule. That's what we're going to do.
Well, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what. Obviously, we're waiting on Ben Scanland to come 95. To the line and qualify.
Yeah.
And the 95. Yep, he should be up there now.
Oh, the 95 currently. There he is. Sorry, my apologies on that.
There he is. Yep,
Landon Kelley on the racetrack. Sorry.
Just wanted to ask you, Justin, is it just fixed weather at the moment? It doesn't look like it's changing. 127 degrees, no wind whatsoever. Is that just so it's fair for everybody?
No, it's just fair for everybody. That way there's nobody cheesing tires or playing the cloudy game or whatever. Just a straight static session.
Clear conditions, sun beaming on the 2.5 mile, 4.023 kilometer World Center of Racing. Track temp is at 128 degrees. And 83 degrees sim temp for the air temperature. And obviously that is what it will be for everybody. It's not going to change. And I guess that makes it fair from the first car to the last car too, Justin. It's good to have that type of control.
Yes, yeah. Just for fair play. We're in a simulator. It's not not real life. We're not racing for millions of dollars. So, I'm sure NASCAR would set everything flat if they could, but, to make it fair. But here we are. We're going to do the best we can do.
We're going to grab Owen Scrage real quick. Owen Scrage, the Floridian man, are you happy with your qualifying lap? I think you ended it after the first one, so you got some work to do, eh?
Yeah, I need to get closer to the line and build more speed.
I got you. And also joining us along with Matt Scrudge, well, that was, of course, Justin White. Thank you, Justin. And Dean, I think you got Matt Hudgins real quickly as we're trying to catch up on some driver interviews after they got done qualifying here at Daytona. By the way, real quickly, Landon Kelley just took the checkered flag, and the driver of the car number, I lost track of my information here. Landon Kelley just finishing up with his clock time, and I'll see where he ends up in the 95. He'll end up third in qualifying for the driver out of Orlando, Florida, the Precision Speed Solutions Roofless Racing entry Toyota. As now Ben Scanland is on track. That's the driver again from Omaha. Well, I Peyton Manning there for a minute. Omaha, Nebraska for the Roofless Racing Toyota. He's on the clock, Dean, and you got, I believe, the next man, Mr. Hudgins.
Yeah. I got currently the provisional pole sitter there. Matty, how was that lap this evening?
It was pretty good, man. Just hold it down, turn left.
And fair conditions for everybody, obviously. I mean, what's your take on what the car did? Are you happy with it? Do you think that time will stand, Matt?
I think there's probably a little bit left out there. I mean, I don't think I got it all. There's some laying out there. I'm not gonna tell everybody where it is though.
Matt, you're new to NASRA, right? What made you decide to run the NASRA Cup Series, buddy? Welcome aboard.
I got a good friend in here. Said it was a good time, good people. So
there you go. We're glad to have you right now. It's holding up for the man making his debut. That's Matt Hudgins, a friend that told a friend that told a friend. How about that, Dean? Heard it from a friend who.
And he's got secrets to find
more time. Get on the run, baby. Yes, sir. Thank you again to Matt Hudgins and Owen Scrage. I'm sorry, those are very quick interviews. We're trying to get everybody the mic time as there goes the 88 machine. Ben Scanland, will he pick it up right now? He's at 7th. He'll turn a 56.13, 185.80 miles an hour. Gotta get quicker. Yeah, it's a different world, Dean, when you're on the track by yourself.
I haven't seen anybody hit 300 kilometers an hour. That's a magic marker there for our metric system. We work with that one. 299 has been the top for some of the drivers, and 298 and 297. So let's see. At the moment, Ben's top speed has been 298. As you can see, 176 miles per hour. So we're coming across. That's the second lap done there. We'll register. It's 50.58. And that will put Ben currently at the moment number 88.7.
He's a kilometers type of guy. I'm a mile per hour type of guy, ladies and gentlemen. 55.81 for Ben Scanland, 185.30 miles an hour for the 88 machine. We got to step away. We take a break. More from Daytona when we come back. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Back here at the World Center of Racing, qualifying for season number 2 of the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors rolls on. Along with Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Matt Hudgins is right now the provisional fast qualifier with a 55.45 at 186.40 miles an hour. We await the next man of Anthony Harden to hit the racetrack, but right now we grab Ben Scanland, who's locked in at 7th for the Ruthless Racing Machine, as now the 77 begins to roll of Anthony Harden. Ben, you think that time will stick, man? Are you happy with your qualifying lap in the 88?
I'm happy with it. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. But, I mean, I think it'll be okay. I mean, the pole guy was only 4 hundredths better than me, and I think that my second lap actually got a little faster, so got a little closer to that. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going to end up at, but I'm ready to fight from whatever position I'm getting.
Tell you what, now we're going to see that the John Deere green on a hot summer night entry. There he is, the number 77. There's Anthony Harden and the John Deere Donuts on the backstretch entry from Houston, Texas. This is a new full-time driver. Dean making his way off of turn number 4, the Chevrolet. Anthony Harden on the clock. We're ready to see what he'll do as he now comes through the tri-oval. He's on the gas. Ben Scanland, I got to ask you real quickly before we go back on board with Harden and watch him climb up the 31 degrees of banking in turn 1 by himself. What's it like turning the lap here solo at Daytona, trying to fight the weather and the speed, if you will?
Oh, I mean, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because, everything is so tight in qualifying that, you get that left front a little bit too low onto that yellow, and, you're scrubbing hundreds on hundreds on hundreds. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but, I mean, it's easy. I mean, you're just holding it wide open and crossing your fingers you don't go too low. But, I mean, it's really no big deal, but, I mean, it's always, a little nerve-wracking going into the turns because that's where, mess up a little bit there, you're just losing hundreds all the way around the track.
And here comes Anthony Harden coming across the line. Well, Ben, thanks for your time, man. We've already mentioned your sponsors. Got anybody else want to give a shout out to, bud?
Oh, no, I mean, no, I just wanted to stop in and introduce myself, and, I'm new to the league this season, so I'm looking forward to racing with everybody, and I just wanted to stop in and introduce myself. So,
well, we're certainly glad that you've done that. Thank you, Ben. We're looking forward to following you this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ben Scanland entry finishing up with qualifying, and now on the gas, Anthony Harden. And how about 15? He moves up to 2nd on his first qualifying lap. He's on a mission.
Yep. That's going to be good. So some drivers are now finding a little bit of time to get themselves up there. I think that's his second lap as well too, Wesley. So
coming to the line. This is it. Going to look for the checkered flag. Here he comes. Anthony Harden across the stripe from Texas. Where will he end up? He will not bump Hudgins. Harden, it was close. 55.74. 184.30 miles an hour. His best lap, 55.75. As again, he now turned a 55.50. 5 1,000ths of a second. 55.45. 55.50 is the pole as you see it updated in time and scoring. Just come up short there, Dean. Wow. Still a good lap.
Oh, yeah.
Still absolutely. A good lap.
Absolutely, Wes.
Randy Nicholls is up now. Here comes another Houston, Texas driver, the Blue Lights Racing Fire Prevention. Toyota, number 69. He's on the racetrack. I love that we're seeing NASRA expand. I know that Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott and Justin White, the NASRA Cup Series director, are excited about this, honestly, Dean, and we're building new talent. We're looking forward to seeing what this new season provides as we've got new full-time drivers. I see a lot of full-time than part-times on my entry list of the 61 cars.
Well, that's exactly what it's all about there, Wesley, as you said. So I'm good to see a whole bunch of stacked of other drivers in this series that we've been having. Thank you, everybody, for watching it. I'm at 26 or so. Probably a lot of the drivers will be watching this one as well, too. It'd be interesting to see what the old guns of Pookie out there, Jeff Murk's going to be able to do, isn't it? And of course, we've got the Tiny Horse. We've got Ryan Johnson. We've got just so much stacked grid here. So many brave souls to tackle the Daytona track.
Hello to Mr. Roosters community. That is Cody Deemers from Elevated TV. Thank you to R. Johnson. Hello to you. R. Johnson says Dean is a bit quiet. So, Dean, I don't know if we need to turn your volume up a little bit, make you a little bit more louder, buddy. Jonathan Cofield, what's up, everybody? He says hello, everyone. I'm surprised Jonathan Cofield isn't on the rundown for the Cup Series. Is Randy Nicholls right now climbing into the top 10, right now locked at 10th. Beautiful looking race car right there. I love that he's got his headshot showing. Car number matches time and it's scored. You know how anal I am about that, Dean, and everything's looking good for the 69. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only you. That's Smokey the Bear.
Yeah.
He's riding with on the race car. Yeah. Only you can prevent wildfires. Here he comes. Randy Nicholls coming down to the line. Where will he end up? From Texas. Fully improved.
Whoa! To the top, my friend.
Oh my goodness. From
To
10th,
the top.
from worst to first, Randy Nicholls, your new quick qualifier. 55-26, 185 miles an hour. And Randy Nicholls is your new quick man. He was literally saving something, I believe, from being 10th on the scoring pylon in lap 1, and then all of a sudden, what a lap he put down here in lap number 2. He's your new quick man here, Dean Hopton.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? I said times are starting to get to fall a little bit here, so we can have Drew Ballisteras coming back out for the number 54 to set his time at the moment. Does think about the manufacturers at the moment, too, as well, Wesley, because the Toyota's on top there at the moment, surrounded by 3 other Chevrolets.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to grab a word with, I believe, Harden and Nicholls, the new fast qualifier, in just a moment. Here comes the number 54 machine, the Chevrolet out of the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. The Gundog Motorsports Mard Mechanical entry. This is Drew Ballisteras, and we grab Mr. Hudgins now. He was second fast. Nicholls on the pole. These are the new quick qualifiers on the front row for next week. In 2 weeks for the big races. Anthony, I'll go to you first, man. What a lap you think it'll stick to lock up the front row in 2 weeks?
Man, we've got a lot of fast guys coming up still, but I think it'll give me a pretty solid starting spot for our dual races.
And had a really good run. And Randy Nicholls, I got to say, big congratulations to you as well, man. What a lap put down. Obviously, setting the bar now is you, and you struggled on the first lap. I don't want to say the word is struggle, Randy. Were you saving something from lap 1 to lap 2, and then you just went from the bottom of the pylon to the top of the scoring board?
I wanted to try to build up as much speed as possible there. So, I mean, that was quicker than what I even ran in practice. So I'm kind of surprised where that came from, but thankfully I pulled it out.
Gotcha. I'll tell you what. Ready to see what Anthony Harden, I think I said Hudgins, my apologies. This is Anthony Harden, which he did qualify third. And Randy Nicholls, obviously, the new quick qualifier right now. Drew Ballisteras, we'll see where he will end up on the scoring pylon. Right now, 11th. He's got to find speed. 51.072, 185.1 miles an hour. Maybe we'll see another Ballisteras-Nicholls lap, if you will. You saw what Nicholls did. Stayed at the bottom, and then he climbed to the top. Will he find speed? Drew Ballisteras across the line. Survey says second. He was 11th, and now he is second. Bumps Harden now to 4th. And Randy Nicholls will hold on to the pole, but Drew Ballisteras, I think, Randy, he figured out your strategy and used it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully nobody else does what I did. Well, I guess we'll see.
Thank you guys for your time. We appreciate you both. Anthony Harden in the 77 and, of course, Randy Nicholls in 69. They are your new drivers that just took time. And right now, again, the Nicholls is the man that is right now at the provisional pole. Here comes Richard Jackson. Another Ruthless Racing entry. This is the number 53. And that is the driver out of Greensburg, Indiana. The Ruthless Racing number 53 Chevrolet. Another new name for the NASRA Cup Series, Dean. And I love that he's got the American military camouflage colors on that machine as well. Proudly saluting our troops. Thank you for your service, men and women.
Yeah, absolutely. So good on Jay. We're going to get some nicknames for these drivers too as we're going to go throughout the season. Hopefully my microphone might be a little bit louder at the moment. Got to get as loud as these cars obviously screaming around this track at close to, as I said, 300 kilometers an hour. I'm trying to get that peak time if anybody can get over 300, but as you said, in the miles per in the freedom units, as you like to call them as well too. I was also trying to pull up speed in the tower as well too as we're going along there, Wes, but I couldn't quite get that to work. But that's okay. We got the times up there. That's the most important thing.
Johnson chiming in, and he says that was before ad break. If using in-car cam, Dean is very quiet, good outside the car. RL Productions says the front row is overrated anyway. Richard Jackson coming down to the line. We'll see what he can do. RJ, as Dean's already throwing down nicknames for the band out of Greensburg, Indiana, the Hoosier State representative. Richard Jackson, we'll see where he'll end up. He will go 12th, 51, 168, 185.4 miles an hour. He has got to find speed here right now. 12th quick.
Yeah, exactly. But you just, as long as you got the speed coming out of the corner, obviously, out of 4 into 1, you want to continue that. But you can see at the moment, 175 kilometers an hour. It's about 4 miles per hour down on the speed that he needs to be. And we'll see if he can kick it up a notch here.
Richard Jackson works his way off of turn number 4. Here he comes down to the line. He'll come to the stripe. 12th. Any quicker? Survey says yes. Cut it in half. He went from 12th to 7th. Richard Jackson, lap number 2, 55.60, 193.50 miles an hour for the man out of Indiana of Richard Jackson. And Drew Ballisteras is joining us second quick from the Queen City. You got to be happy right now, Drew.
Yeah, very happy. The car was quick, had a really nice lap, and kept it nice and smooth. Followed Randy's lead, taking that high line on lap 1 and low line lap 2, and it paid off.
What was the strategy? I mean, we saw Nicholls be really slow on the first lap. The second lap, he climbed the pylon. I know it's not the pole, but it is the outside pole. Is that what you're shooting for, to at least lock up the outside front row so you don't have to worry about anything the next couple of weeks and the duels and whatnot for next week?
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to be able to start out front. On the first row outside. I always hate having to push, and it's so hard to make a run in these cars, and then you have to battle, trying to keep the engine cool and whatnot. So I'd much rather stay up front and be able to just set sail and just try to manage the race for the first race of the season.
Here comes Roger Diebold, a 2-time winner of NASRA. 37 top 5s, 59 top 10s in his 103rd start so far. There's Diebold in the number 19 entry. He's out of Monrovia, California, in the Dare Blue Lights Racing Toyota. As right now, Drew Ballisteras joins us up in the booth. Drew, I'm trying to remember, I've worked other races with you. Wasn't it another league that I announced that you ran in? And obviously, welcome to NASRA.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was in the Xfinity series, but yeah, making the jump over here to Cup and going to work with great teammates. Got the old band back together at Gundog Motorsports, and yeah, we're excited to be back together and enjoy the fall and this whole new season of these Cup cars.
Diebold currently 13th, 51.014. 185.5 miles an hour. He's on the gas of the back straightaway from the Queen City. Drew Ballisteras, thanks for your time, buddy. Good luck this year.
Thank you. See you next week.
There you go. What a great job he did. And right now he's on the outside of the front row in second. And there's that beautiful looking race car for Roger Diebold. Dean, there's a guy that I think he could have a breakout year. Don't you think? You get that first pace to win, and he's really improved at the end of the season of the trucks and whatnot.
He has, absolutely. So I'd definitely be keeping an eye out for Diebold to get himself up and have good results. Of course, he's got a... Oh, there he is. Speaking of having a good result, my friend. He's provisionally on the front row at the moment for 50.537 miles per hour from the second.
It's going to round out to 538, 50.538, 185.30 miles an hour. The pole speed is a 55.26. Diebold, Roger just turned a 55.38 in his Toyota and just bumped the Chevrolet of Drew Ballisteras, who we just spoke to. Here comes the next qualifier. We're heading now into around our 15th qualifier of the night. And this is Trevor Williams, car number 11. Trevor Williams.
17, my friend. Sorry.
17, my apologies.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Trevor Williams from Tonawanda, Pennsylvania. From Towanda, Pennsylvania. I think I added a little syllable more than what I needed to. From Towanda, Pennsylvania. This is the junk removal Gundog Motorsports Chevrolet of Trevor Williams. Here's another new full-time driver on the NASRA Cup Series here, Dean. I'm loving it, man. When I saw the entry list and I said full-time, new. Okay, I know you. These full-time guys have they're going to be bringing a lot of experience into the NASRA Cup Series coming up this season here, Dean. And it starts in Daytona.
It's like Christmas coming early, isn't it? Opening up presents and say, oh, something new. Everybody likes new. And of course, we, just as much as everybody else, like new drivers out there because we don't know what to expect to see them in this Cup Series. And that's what's fantastic. Some of these drivers, of course, involved. They're in other leagues and other series and stuff, but we don't necessarily get to see them.
Jeff Murk. Jeff Murk chiming in, our defending series champion from Punta Gorda, Florida. We'll see him make a visit here on the qualifying watch before the end of the night. Trevor Williams, 55.76. Right now, 11th. He's got another lap to improve and get quicker.
Doesn't Jeff Murk have to start from last place? Because he won the championship? Is that like a rule or something like that happens on that one? It doesn't matter for Pookie anyway. He'd be like, I'll start from last and win the race anyway.
Jeff Murk says 0.500 faster on a Chevrolet SS, and he's got like his little thinking things there, you know. Jeff Murk will be ready to go. I'm ready to see what he'll do. He's in his Chevrolet. Let's see what he does. He's got to take it to the Toyota.
You want to get my
Trevor Williams.
Go for it, Wes.
Here he comes to the line. Will he improve? Will he climb? Yes! Second! Third car in a row on the clock to go to the outside pole. Not enough for Randy Nicholls, but it's good enough for the outside provisional. Trevor Williams is now second. 55.31, 186.3 miles an hour for Trevor Williams. Wow.
I was going to say, if you really want out there, I can get my my GTR Nissan Skyline out there, and I can blow you all away on this track because it can go quicker. It could go quicker than that, but I think it's all about the acceleration. I'm not quite necessarily geared for the top speed on that one. Wes,
give me a Burl today from one series to another. Give me a Burl. Let's get a Tesla out there and blow all their doors off. Roger Diebold joins us in the booth. Roger, you happy with your qualifying lap, man? I mean, I know you just bumped to third, but still a really good job, man. Could this be the year for Roger Diebold? How pumped up is the number 14, buddy?
Oh, man, I don't know. I've been doing the truck stuff and talked to Josh and the guys, and they convinced me to come try out the Cup Series as well. So hopefully we'll just dominate in both of them, and that'll be the end of it. But I
apologize. You're normally in a 14. You're in the 19 for the Cup Series. This is the number 14 of Brandon Trano on the racetrack. But back to what you were saying, my friend Roger.
Yeah, no, I think the qualifying will be all right. I'm not super worried about qualifying, especially when it comes to the duels, setting the actual lineup, and then so we'll start where we land. I think it's a pretty decent time from what I was hearing from the other guys. So we'll just we'll land where we do for the duels and leave the foot on the floorboard for that race, and hopefully come out on the better half of it instead of wrecking out and having to start in the back in the big race. So. Yeah, just kind of looking forward to the next couple weeks here.
Hey, Roger Diebold, everybody. Thanks for his time. Hey, let's show this race car as he works off turn 4. You're on board now with Brandon Trano. Here he comes. And the reason why I say that is it is a primer color car right now. And the reason why, Dean, is there is a special wrap job coming to the number 14 very soon. That's the driver from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The Mania Club Champions of Hope, Mid-Pack Motorsports, number 14 Chevrolet, Brandon Trano. That wrap job will be unveiled at the Daytona race. They're not ready to unveil it just yet, so that's why the car is primer colored.
Nice. Looking forward to that. You can see the professional photo that he's got as well, too, for Brand. And this guy's probably right up there as well, too. At least an I rating. He's got nearly a 6.5, just over 6,500 I rating as well, too. So I wouldn't be surprised he hasn't competed in some big Top Gun series. He's going to be about to come around and perform his second lap. Straight to the top, Wes.
Oh. New quick time, 55:23, 185.10 miles an hour. A new quick qualifier. That's all she wrote.
Impressive time. Yeah, exactly.
He did one qualifying lap and said, I'm done. We got Trevor Williams joining us in the booth as well, as we'll get his thoughts. Trevor, welcome to the World of NASRA Cup Series, sir. You're taking your qualifying lap. Good enough for third. It was second, but Trano just bumped you out. And, man, you having fun. We're looking forward to seeing you this year.
Yeah, man, having fun. I kind of figured I'd get bumped off there. I'm happy with I'm happy with being in the top 5 regardless.
Well, it was a good lap until it wasn't a good lap, right? But I mean, obviously, this would put you on the pole for one of the duels. If you could hold on to third spot. It's not Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the Budweiser number 8 Chevrolet. This is Sean Garrett with a throwback to the Budweiser colors of Little E. Here comes the number 8. That is the driver in the Budweiser GMS Garrett Motorsports Chevrolet. I don't know his hometown. It's been blocked out. So I don't know who it is, where he's from.
Well, we're going to make it Daytona.
There's John Garrett. That's her. Trevor, how different is qualifying, obviously, when you're on the racetrack by yourself compared to when you got more people out there and practicing qualifying or running the race, if you will?
It's really different, man. These tracks are really tough. We're all so tight on time, and you really have to hold a good wheel, because if you let the car drift up a little bit in either corner, you're losing tenths at a time, and if you're losing hundreds, you're losing spots. So it's nerve-wracking.
Well, let's see what Sean Garrett will end up. Thanks for your time, Trevor. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the new quick man coming up, Trevor Williams. Check us and Brandon Trano on deck. But right now, we will see where Garrett will end up. That's Sean Garrett, the number 8. Right now, outside the top 15 and 16th spot, 59.66, 185.20 miles an hour to the Budweiser Chevrolet of Garrett. And now the new quick man in the Chevrolet number 14, Brandon Trano. Welcome to the NASRA Cup Series. What a lap put down, my friend.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
But I'll tell you what, you didn't even run a second qualifying lap. I mean, what did you do differently that obviously nobody else can think of? Because you went out there one lap, put down a quick time, and then just parked it. Happy with it, obviously, when you go to P1, right? There's no need to go for a second lap.
Yeah, no, it was good enough. I don't think that running the second lap's quicker, at least for me. So that's kind of all I got. Let's see, Sean just tied me.
Yep.
So
wow.
Yeah. Well, he's out by
Brandon's got a 55.23.
Yeah.
1/100th of a second. He's got a 5:23. You got a 5:24. Or Sean Garrett's got a 5:24. You got a 5:23. So you're still in the pole. You're still on the pole. But man, that was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the poll's going to be. I come from IndyCar, so this all NASCAR stuff's new to me. But yeah, happy to be a part of Justin Clapper's team and kind of just here to have some fun.
And I'm understanding that you got a special wrap job from Champions of Hope and Mania Club that you'll unveil here in a couple of weeks. The car is just not ready to show yet, right?
Yeah, we're just running a base paint scheme for testing and qualifying, and come race time, we'll have a pretty good scheme out there.
There you go. Obviously, I've done a lot of stuff with the Champions of Hope and Mania Club and Justin Clapper. Awesome to have you a part of the team. Brandon, thanks, man. Hopefully that pole time will stick.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Brandon Trano, new quick qualifier, and the man that's second fast is Garrett, the Budweiser Chevrolet number 8 machine. What a lap, just came up 1/1000th shy there, Sean.
I didn't really expect it to be in second. I thought it'd be somewhere top 10.
Kevin Edwards, by the way, from Hollister, California, another ruthless racing Chevrolet number 7. And he's on the clock, and here's the gyro cam showing you how faint it is around this place. But man, the cameras are loud. Wow. Edwards working off the corner here off of turn 4. Hey, Garrett, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and what you got you signed up to run the NASRA Cup Series, sir.
Well, my dad is actually here, going to be qualifying soon. He got me into this after last season. So I figure, might as well give it a try. So here I am, driving number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet.
You said your dad got you involved in the series?
Yep, I was the spotter last season, so might as well get myself behind the wheel and run it.
Yeah, that'll be Matty,
Matthew
right?
Garrett, right?
Yeah,
Matt Garrett, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's got to be happy with you being on the outside of the front row, right?
Oh, he's happy. He didn't
Thanks for your
expect
time, brother. Thank you, my friend.
I appreciate
Hey,
it.
Sean, before you go, I got some news. For you. You are still the provisional pole sitter at the moment. The 14's time has been disqualified for playing the game, and I told him not to, and he played the game, so now his time has been disqualified.
Oh, wow.
So you're on the pole, Sean. You're on the pole.
I'm honored to be on the pole and be a part of professional.
So everybody, if you're looking at timing and scoring right now, we just found out from series director for the NASRA Cup Series, Justin White, Trano's time has been disallowed. And you said, and I quote, playing the game. Can you let our audience know what playing the game entails, Justin?
Yeah, so there's a way you can not heat the tires up when you come off pit road. You can slow, modulate your throttle, back and forth to where you're not going super fast, because there is I don't know if you call it a hack or whatever you want to call it, but when you come off pit road, you can slow your car enough on the first lap to where you don't put enough heat in your tires. So when you start your second lap, it's like the ideal grip, ideal temperature in the tire, and you can absolutely just lay down a lap that is absolutely just blistering, and that's what Trano did, the 14.
Now, how do you
was
find
very
this
clear
so
in the
fast,
driver's
Justin?
meeting.
How do you inspect it and find this so quickly? What do you do? Do you go back to replay and stuff, or what?
Yeah, for instance, we're watching the 6 here. Watch him as he comes across the line. Well, look at his speed. What's his speed right there? Roughly, 176 miles an hour when he comes across the line?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Exactly. If you go back and watch the 14, he was 150 miles an hour. That's what nailed him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the
it's
NASRA
very
police
clear.
are out and busted him. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Sean, you're the new pole man.
Yeah, we got to remember too. There was only 100,000th of a second or something like between it. So without any of those, those little hacks per se, that's a blisteringly quick time.
The way, let's see if Sean Garrett hold on to that spot. Here comes now Kevin Edwards joining us in the booth as he finished up with his qualifying time. He's right now in 8th as we see Josh Rodriguez track over the line of the number 6 machine. This is Josh Rodriguez from Torrington, Connecticut, of the Foreign Fuel Podcast, Warrior Racing number 6. And right now he will qualify 8th, 55, 47, 55, 47, now 548, 184.90 miles an hour, as we are now joined by Kevin Edwards. Kevin, 9th in the 7th car. You're taking your lap, but good enough for the top 10.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll stay there. I know we got a couple fast cars coming up later on, so we'll see. Not a terrible lap. Just pretty much just a solid lap, and got a good time on the board. But I just want to come up here and thank all you guys for putting on the broadcast, not only for this week, but for the rest of the season.
You're welcome.
And, just give a shout out to the guys at Ruthless Racing. This is our first season as a team in the Cup Series. A couple of us have ran the Truck Series that's on Fridays before, so
sure.
It's cool to get out here and run a different series with you guys. But that's it, man. Appreciate it, and hopefully we can get a good run in the duels coming up.
There you go, Kevin Edwards. Thanks, man. By the way, he is 8th, not 9th. Remember, Trano's time has been disallowed. He has been disqualified, so that time is encumbered, meaning that Garrett is now the new quick qualifier. 55-24. The time to beat is Josh Rodriguez. We got him on deck coming up next to interview Kevin Haas on the racetrack of the 003. The man out of Indianapolis, Indiana, the Hoosier State Speedway, Indiana, and the Budweiser Chevrolet on the clock right now. And I'll tell you what, the trauma unfolds even on qualifying night. Josh Rodriguez, good enough for 7th spot in qualifying. How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great. I can't wait for this season to start. This is going to be a fun one.
Kevin Haas on the racetrack. There goes that Budweiser Chevrolet number 003 from Indianapolis, Indiana. And obviously the police team has already nabbed one guy, and he said, Justin said it, I quote, "You want to play the game, I'm going to catch you." And it sounded like he had a very valid point. I went back and actually checked the replay team, and he was lagging, sandbagging, if you will, at 150 some odd miles an hour. And then, he got caught.
Yeah,
I
you're
say
right.
it, he got caught.
This is pretty
Kevin
smooth
Haas
here from
coming across
Kevin.
the line.
Yeah, Kevin Haas is pretty smooth sailing at the moment. You can see he goes into P19 currently at the moment, slowest time. But that's his first lap. Let's see if he can make it up in a second. Some drivers, and I want to talk to you, Josh Rodriguez. If you do a little slower on your first lap, can you sacrifice a bit of speed, take a different line so that you're quicker in your second lap?
So if you run full speed on the outside lane the first lap, that should be able to give you a good momentum to be able to get a good second lap. If that's a strategy you can use, but you should not definitely think they call it cheese your tires. First lap and make it to where you have cooler tires to get a faster lap on your second. That is something I've seen people do in official races, but in league racing you should not.
Kevin goes
right
up
now
to
we will.
P15, thanking you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. And Josh, we're looking forward to seeing what you do this year. I've known you for a couple of seasons running with NASRA, and hopefully this will be a good season for you, boss. Thank you for your time.
Can't wait for it. Thank you. Have a good time, guys.
Josh Rodriguez right now in the top 10 is now. We see Kevin Haas finishing up his qualifying. By the way, if you're joining us on the NASRA 360 Racing Network or listening on CRN, the Trano time has been disallowed. Brandon Trano, the number 14 Chevrolet, he was found to be playing the game, sandbagging, and they busted him in qualifying, and because of that, the 55-23 time has been disallowed. Mr. Garrett, that is again the driver, Sean Garrett, is now the new fast qualifier. That's Matthew Garrett's son. He's the new quick man. Randy Nicholls, Trevor Williams, Roger Diebold, Drew Ballisteras, your top 5 as we step back from Daytona and come back with the continuation of qualifying as we've locked in the top 20 so far in the NASRA Cup Series.
Are you ready?
for Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Back here at Daytona International Speedway, another big event that is coming up on deck very soon. The King of Talladega. It is part of the NASRA 500 and the Road to the Great American Sim Race. We're doing another special on the biggest track of NASCAR, the Talladega Super Speedway. Yes, October 12th through the 17th. Get signed up. If you haven't already done so, get signed up today. Remember, there will be racing beginning on October the 12th, leading up to October the 17th, and the finale. No fast repairs, fixed setup. Sign up today, and yes, there will be buybacks like we did with the NASRA 500 and the Great American Sim Race, which, by the way, the second edition will be returning in January. And it'll be broadcast on the NASRA 360 Racing Network and CRN. Speaking of that, the next qualifier is on track, but we quickly need to pause for 10 seconds of station identification on CRN with the NASRA Cup Series qualifying night from Daytona.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Dante Curtis on the racetrack. Welcome back to the World Center of Racing at Daytona International Speedway. The Murphy, North Carolina Toyota and the Florida Cabinet Distributors Blue Lights Racing DCD entry on the clock. Along with Bigglestein Hopkins, I'm Wesley Outland, Justin White, Brady LeBeouf, Cody Knott. Welcome you and yours to Season 2 of the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. And don't forget, returning soon, the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series, as they're getting ready for a new season forthcoming. And every Monday night, we were off this past Monday because of Labor Day, Dean, but the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series is in full swing for Season 6.
Absolutely, yeah. That's right there, and happy Labor Day, of course. for you guys across the pond, as well as Dante comes into his first lap in, down there in the 20th place, but that's just essentially, as you said, getting some speed and momentum going into the final qualifying lap at the moment. For the 0-3, we just had the 0-0-3 before. We've got 3 at 0-0-3 and a 3 out there at the moment too, Leslie, if I'm not mistaken, yes. So, and of course, DSR Electric will return back again on Monday, and of course, as you said, the Concerns Police Survivor Series will be kicking back up into a new season again too. Soon, Wesley.
And I will tell you, I have it through good authority. They're still working on the Final Kings, but the Xfinity / Tuesday Night Series is supposed to be returning soon. I spoke with Cody Nod about that vaguely today, as a matter of fact, and we're looking forward to seeing what they do with that. There was somebody that was going to take the operations, but then he recently got married. And obviously, you know, married life, things change. I get it. It's Dante Curtis on the clock. Let's see where he ends up. He'll end up 6th. By the way, if you're looking at the scoring pylon, Brandon Trano's time has been disallowed. His time will not count because he was sandbagging in qualifying and put down a fast lap. And I got to tell you, you know, Dean, the NASRA police were watching it, and they busted him. He's the only car they busted. As here comes another new entry, the number 2. This is Brandon New, pardon the pun. Brandon New from Pikeville, Kentucky, and the Ruthless Racing Chevrolet now joining us on the racetrack, and we'll see what he can do in that beautiful burgundy-looking race car. I like it.
It's John Burgundy here, and what does he say again?
John Burgundy. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, San Francisco. Stay classy, San Francisco.
Stay classy, Daytona. You stay classy.
I was going to say, what rhymes with Daytona?
Unless the girlfriend messes with the teleprompter, and then he tells them to go, you know, themselves. So Ron will say anything that's on the teleprompter.
So will Wesley, because I got some information. I'll pop up on the screen there for Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley will be like, I'm not saying that. All right.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
You can see as well too, Wesley, if you look at the little graphic on the bottom right-hand side, you can see the actual throttle control. At the moment, it's about 3/4 throttle. At the moment, in 5th gear as well too. You'll see that throttle feather up and down a little bit. Obviously, it's just coasting it. You don't want to put too much heavy throttle there because the rear end's going to start slipping out on you, and you're going to scrub speed. Now he's on the loud pedal, a little bit more throttle applied. You can see just gingerly, most of the drivers are going to keep that about at 3/4 mark, about that 80% mark that they are on the throttle. That's why you got to have a good pedal system as well too, so you can really just feel it. It's a slight little change that you need to do, especially at this tight qualifying that we have currently this evening.
Sorry about that, Dean. My head got stuck under the refrigerator door, and I don't know why.
I followed. Wesley's followed, and he can't get up. All right.
I did, man. My face was under the door. Here comes Brandon New coming down to the line. And the Pikeville, Kentucky driver will turn 21st. Or maybe 20th, because remember, the other guy's time's disallowed, so it is 20th. Remember, -1 car. Brandon New turns 20th, and that is a 5610, 185.2 miles an hour.
So Michael's got the number 1 on the car. Doesn't mean
actually it's 19th. If Brandon Trano's time is disallowed, he qualified 19th. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brandon, why couldn't you have played the rules? Your time. Now it throws us off by 1 every number. So
yeah, there's no way that I can
behind the other guy. It is yes. Yeah, you're exactly right. I get it. Michael Larch is up. Here's a name we know from the series of the past.
Yes,
Ding, here he comes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
From Mantua, Ohio, from the Buckeye State, in the Carhartt entry, Gun Dog Motorsports Ford number 1.
Do you know what would make it easy there, Wes? If every driver has the number on the car and the position they finished the previous season, of course, and the other drivers that didn't race in the previous season can go ahead with the numbers. But that means that Michael Larcher would be the previous champion, but he's not, of course, as we know Jeff Murk is. But then you go, who is second place, ends up the number 2. Of course, that would be the and so forth. Make it easy for the audience and everybody to follow, of course, but then drivers don't get to have their numbers that they stick with them for their racing.
Drivers having their own numbers because that shows their personality. Like, there's a reason Jeff Murk is driving a 60. There's a reason Michael Larch, a one-time winner last year in the NASRA Cup Series in Season 1, is driving the number 1. By the way, Michael Larch last year did advance to the championship 4. He came up short. 1 win, 1 pole, 6 top 5s, 11 top 10s for Michael Larch in that number 1 machine, the driver from Mantua, Ohio. He's got a avatar version of him. I like it.
Yeah, and look at this too, Wesley. 4th gear, 90% throttle down. A little different than we saw earlier, some of the other drivers. So he's electing to just run it rev line, limits here. 176, just keeping that throttle down at the moment, probably about 90, getting close to about 95% throttle. 177 miles per hour, good speed here. Almost got a peak over around 180. Almost got up there, 197. 79 it looked like there. So he's put everything into the second lap.
Yes, sir. Laying all of his baskets in this lap right now as we got Brandon New. We got Dante Curtis coming up. Michael Larch, will he improve?
15th.
Yes! From 22nd to 15th, Michael Larch from Ohio will now turn 15th, actually 14th on the scoring pylon, minus Brandon Trano's time, not counting. Right now, it is Sean Garrett, Nicholls, Williams, Diebold, Ballisteras. It sounds like a law firm. And here comes the daddy of Garrett, Papa Matthew Garrett. Got the black Goodwrench, number 3. Homage to the 7-time champion, Dale Earnhardt Sr. And here he comes onto the racetrack right now.
I was going to say to you, but there, Wesley, I've seen this livery before, and I just couldn't quite think where it is. So now I know. There it is. You guys are probably looking at me going, how do you not know that?
John Garrett, Matthew Garrett on the racetrack. Here it is. That is a throwback to the Dale Earnhardt Senior entry. Joining us up in the booth right now are drivers Brandon New and Dante Curtis. Brandon, I think, Dante, you qualified first. I love that burgundy color. Tell me how you came up with that wrap job on the 03 and welcome aboard your NASRA.
I just came up with it because Florida Cabinet Distributors wanted to be on the car and really didn't know what color I wanted to put it, so they had red in the logo, so I made it red.
It really stands out. I don't know if you had the chance to look back at your time on the clock on the broadcast, but if you do get a chance to, the lights or the day conditions really make that number really show, the car stick out really good. Are you happy with your qualifying time, by the way? Good enough for, I think, 6th right now for Dante Curtis.
I don't really, I never run super speedways or really do much of this racing, but a couple of buddies convinced me to come run, so yeah, I'm pretty, I didn't think I'd be this good. I thought I'd be a little down on the list a little bit, but I'm happy with it.
Gotcha. Brandon New joins us as well. He qualified outside the top, or he's actually in 20th in qualifying. Brandon, how are you feeling about your car? And obviously, welcome to the NASRA Cup Series also, my friend.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all putting this on. I had raced the trucks before, the NASRA Truck Series, but yeah, as far as qualifying goes, I kind of chose mind over money there. I kind of want to start in the back of my duel and try to keep it clean, because I know ultimately that's where, whenever we get to the big race, that's where I'm going to be starting, is however I do in the duels. So that's why I chose that way. But yeah, thanks to Ruthless Racing being on the car there. Find us on YouTube. But yeah, just a good car overall. I feel like whenever we get to race day, not so much worried about what we did here.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the drivers of Dante Curtis as well as Brandon New. Some new people in the series. We're going to grab Michael Larch coming up as Matthew Garrett finishing up with his qualifying lap. Right now, 13th. Actually, he's 12th. Remember, Brandon Trano's time was disallowed. So Garrett, his son, is the fast qualifier, and it looks like 12th will be for Daddy Matthew Garrett. And now here comes Matt Holmes. What happened in Holmes? The number 5 entry. A throwback, if you will, to Kyle Larson's car. It is the driver out of Howell, Michigan, in the D&H Asphalt High Limit Racing number 5 Chevrolet. Matt Holmes, as we bring in Mr. Michael Larch. Michael, it's always great to hear from you. 1 win last year in the NASRA Cup Series, ready to improve. And by the way, you were in the championship 4. Obviously, want to have a bigger season to go for the title this year, right?
Yes, sir. Should be exciting season 2 here. I know it's been a while for us to get back there. Justin and the other guys have been working really hard trying to get season 2 together. So great to have you guys back with us. And we got a lot more guys in here, and a lot of guys from season 1 came back. So it should be action-packed for season 2 here.
Holy cow, I was wondering when it was ever going to come back, but Justin White told me, he said, Wesley, I promise you, it's like what Dean said, waiting on Christmas for your presents in boys and girls on Christmas morning after Christmas Eve. It's worth the wait, and I think this is worth the wait as well. When I saw the entry list this afternoon that said 61 cars committed to running the series, I was completely blown away. And it's really cool that, Michael, you're one of them, buddy, back for your sophomore season.
Oh, yeah, I was coming back, and we brought back some old faces that we ran with other guys and other leagues. So we got some more friends out here to do the team championship battle, and should be a good one.
Holmes, 23rd, 59.77 right now for the number 5 machine. Gotta find Speed, Dean. Right now, he's 23rd out of 24 qualifiers so far that it took in time, my friend.
Speed, give me what I need. Exactly. And we'll see how it pans out. He's 180 almost, peaking into turns 3. And he's only got turns 4 to get on the loud pedal as much as he possibly can.
Billy Idol, if people didn't know the name of that song, by the way. So, Michael, hey, man, thanks for your time. We'll see you in a few weeks at the Duels next week. Thanks for joining us to good luck this year.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Michael Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. And now we'll bring in Matthew Garrett. Matt Holmes, will he improve? He will. From 23rd up to 15th. Matt Holmes, what's happening, Holmes? 55.64 for Holmes. He'll now move into the top 15 and qualifying. By the way, that is 185.5 miles an hour. From one Garrett to another, Sean, your son Matthew on the pole. What you got to say about being a daddy watching him go to the top spot here?
I'll tell you what, we here at GMS, we do our homework. We put our laps in, and he just proved it right there with that lap. That was real good.
Oh, Matthew, it's great to talk to you for another season, but what's it going to be like having the father-son team? As, by the way, here comes Andrew Alzewski, ready to go in the Denny Hamlin throwback. Number 11, he's on the clock. Here he comes. Alzewski from Rockford, Illinois, the Progressive DCD Toyota. We're glad to have you back, but I'm glad you brought your son along.
Yeah, we're excited to have this deal going this year with me and him running. We got our teammate Robbie Walton along with us. We're really looking forward to this. Hopefully all of our equipment's working right. You know, you have to get in there and test these things. I didn't turn a bad lap myself. I'm glad everybody here is timing in after me. I'm glad I beat the other Matt. That was cool.
Matthew, can I ask you where y'all are from? Because on your scoring entry list, it's a big blank box. Where are Sean and Matthew from, the Garrett family?
Our shop's in New Egypt, New Jersey, right near the old dirt track out here.
There you go, the old New Egypt Speedway for sure. Man, tell you what, a lot of history at that place also. Well, Matthew, thank you for taking the time. Thanks for bringing your son, Sean. We'll see if he can get the pole. That's got to be a proud moment. I know it's iRacing, but if you could see your son lock up the pole for the NASRA Cup Series for the 500 or for the big race coming up here in 2 weeks, man, that's got to be special. It takes you out of the equation, right? Like it's a special moment.
Well, yeah, it's real special. It means a lot to us. We work really hard at this, and most importantly, it would lock him in for the 500. You know, avoiding them 150s is a good thing.
Exactly right. Now, they have the option to run the race if they choose to. But if they have any bad luck or anything, those times will still stand, and they automatically get going to the race. Thank you, Matt. From one Matt to another, that's Matt Garrett. Let's go to Matt Holmes. What's happening, Holmes? Rockford, Illinois, what a lap you put down. Are you happy with it? And obviously, Qualifying rolls on as we see what Alzuski does, sir.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be back. It's been a long few months off. I can't wait to get this started next week. So excited.
It's been a long-awaited return, obviously, and I'll tell you what, Matt, I think you're ready to try to make some noise this year in this series. What have you done during the off-season to get yourself prepared for Season 2?
I've practiced a little bit, but I've also taken a break. Taking a break and coming back, I found is also helpful to improve my craft.
Sure.
So I'm excited. I feel a lot more comfortable with the guys around me. Got a lot of new faces this year, so can't wait to see how the competition shakes up.
By the way, at Auto Club Speedway, I think I said Vegas. I think that was the penultimate race of the season. At Auto Club for the championship race in round 24, he finished second in the overall point standings, right behind Jeff Murk with 1 win, 5 top 5s, and 14 top 10s. So look forward to seeing, obviously, what you'll be able to do, Matt Holmes, this season, buddy. Good luck this year.
Thank you guys so much. Shout out to D&H Asphalt and my lovely wife, Katie.
Lovely wife, Katie. And there is Matt Holmes, Matt Garrett, right now, top 5. Brandon Trano, if you're looking at the scoring ticker on the broadcast, it's time disallowed. It is Sean Garrett, then it's Nicholls, Williams, Diebold, Ballisteras, the top 5. Curtis Alzuski, we got him on deck next. Hudgins, Rodriguez, and Edwards are your top 10 as Buzzy Mongold is on the racetrack now, the number 12. He resides out of Concord, North Carolina, the Discount Tire and Peak Whitney Vodka Warrior Racing Ford. And Mr. Alzuski, welcome back to another year of the NASRA Cup Series, sir. Missed you.
Hello, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. What's your take of qualifying and happy with your lap? Obviously, you got to find speed here when you're qualifying by yourself, but obviously the big thing is to get a good starting spot for the duel, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously with super speedway racing, it's not going to matter too much where you start, but you definitely don't want to start right in the middle. So either at the end or at the front, you kind of want to be, if you can help it. So yeah, not too bad. Just obviously looking forward to the next couple weeks.
Buzzy Mongold on track. Dean, you got anything for Alzuski? He's back.
You're back. And that's good. No, well, good luck with the series there with the number 11 machine. That's also used to be my sports number as well, too. And so we'll see what that lucky 11 can do for you there, Andrew.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully bring some luck to Denny Hamlin in real life. I know he doesn't have many fans at least, but I wish I could do it there. And I hope to get break into victory lane this year at least. I was close a couple times last year, but wasn't consistent enough to really contend. Yeah. So that's kind of my goal this year, to get in victory lane.
Never got a win, but had 7 top 5s and 9 top 10s, and you did make it to the semifinal round. Obviously, things changed at the end, so I mean, anything, and baby steps, I guess, right? Take baby steps to move to the next level.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's a bunch of great guys in here, so I'm not gonna compare myself to the greater talents that we have in here. So I can just do what I can do, and hopefully just get better than I was last year.
That's our buddy Andrew Alzuski. Always great grabbing a word with him. As qualifying rolls on, Joshua Corner. Would you be a Dr. Pepper too?
The one you crave?
Here he comes. The one you crave. They changed it. I remember when it used to be, would you be a Dr. Pepper too? Anyhow, here he comes.
That's
the blackberry
like
Dr.
drinking
Pepper's really damn good now, by the way.
Drinking cough syrup, cough medicine or something like that. That's
you
why
don't like Dr. Pepper?
No.
Oh, I think I just heard Buzz Lightyear pop in the booth.
Does Buzzy like it?
What's up, buddy? Buzzy, you like Dr. Pepper?
No, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Buzz. Good on you. You've just earned brownie points in the booth now. Buzz, what a lap. Up at a P9.
Thank you. Yes, not bad. They ordered a new wheel and pedals, or new wheel and base style coming tomorrow. So I actually am at a friend's house on his setup and was able to get logged in, get everything set up, and worked out so far.
So everybody listen up. I'm going to bring him back out and bring him back in. Take a Oh, hell, I eliminated myself. Hang on a minute.
What was I going to say?
To infinity and beyond.
There you go. I love it.
Yeah, that's that Nitro. Thought I'd throw a little personality on the name on the Discord channels.
Yeah, it's always great catching the word with you, Buzzy, man. Buzzy, what's your plans this year? So we watched Joshua Corner now put the Dr. Pepper machine on the top 30, currently 27th. But what's your plans? Baby steps, as I was talking to Alzuski about. Is that the goals, if you will? Obviously, trying to just get out of Daytona with a decent finish.
Yep. This is actually the first league I did last year, so this is actually the first repeat in NASRA. So I'll be running Monday and Wednesdays. Excited Wednesday League is back. I had a pretty good run. I think I made top 16, top 8 last year. So hopefully if I can repeat any of that, it'd be great.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Buzzy Mongold. I got to bring him one more time, Dean.
To infinity and beyond.
And beyond.
Buzzy Mongold. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. See, now, if you got an appropriate little soundbite thing and it sounds nice like Buzzy Mongold is, I don't mind bringing you in and having you a little sound clip. But some of these people, man,
yeah,
I don't know. How do some of y'all sleep at night? That's all I'm going to say, Dean.
Yeah, well, obviously, if we're going to have it on the air too, there, Wesley, we are going to make sure that if the drivers and they're all listening, of course, as well too. Once again, have your sound bites there, but of course, when we're going to pull you in for interviews during caution flags, or obviously, hopefully, for Victory Lane, make sure your sound bites that you have are appropriate for all audiences out there that are tuning in on our YouTube channel. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, Wes, we're failing you.
You need to do it.
We're failing you.
You need to do it. Yes, we're failing you. You need to, if you care, you must share, and you must like and subscribe. As by the way, Joshua Corner in the top 25. He qualified 24th with a 56.01, 185.90 miles an hour. Here comes Dean Gagliano in the number 18 machine. He's ready to go for another year. Gagliano from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in the Porter Pipe and Supply Company, Gundog Motorsports, DCD Ford. Coming down to the line, Garrett, the fast man. Trano's time was disallowed, if you did not know. Gagliano, will he climb?
First lap
27th.
Done. Yep, first lap. So
27th.
This will be the key at the moment there for Dean. 177 miles per hour, sticking up close to the inside apron. You've got to be careful not to get right on there. Wesley starts chucking the car around everywhere, and that's really much your lap done and dusted. Of course, during a race, we can continue to do that over and over again. More safely, try to save the car from sliding up and banging into the other 40-odd cars or so on the track that we're going to be having for the race next week. But at the moment, he's hugging the apron. He's not bringing it up to the fence so much that you've seen some of the other drivers do. So let's see how his second lap goes.
48 entries. And right now, qualifying number 28. So there's about 20 cars left to take time. Gagliano climbs to 12th. Actually, 11th. Dean Gagliano. Remember, everybody, if you're watching or listening to the broadcast, Brandon Trano's time was disallowed for sandbagging or playing the game, as Justin White calls it. And because of that, it is Garrett from second on back as the official time. So 55:24 is the time you must beat, set by a new driver in NASRA Cup Series, by the way. That's so damn cool, Dean. In Sean Garrett, 55:24, 186.40 miles an hour. Here comes our buddy Brandon Broadfoot on the racetrack.
Yeah, from the Marathon Movers, number 22 entrance at the moment. He's just getting up to build up his speed to do his first lap in. He's on his out lap essentially right now, about to start his first qualifying lap here this evening. He's going to get that speed up. What is it going to be? 172 across the line.
There it is. Let's see what he does. He's on the gas now from Chico, California. The Marathon Movers, Mid-Pack Motorsports, Double Deuce, Brandon Broadfoot.
high up in the fence too, Wes. Hugging that fence like your favourite grandma. I don't know, too tightly, actually.
Up in the top shelf. Up in the top shelf where Grandma hides the cookies and the sour milk, like what I drank yesterday.
You don't want to get on the inside apron where Wesley hides the moonshine. I mean, Jacob hides the moonshine.
Brandon Broadfoot, by the way, had 14 starts in the NASRA Cup Series last year. 3 top 10. So it's not a good year for Broadfoot. Rolling, turning around. Here comes Chico, California. Broadfoot across the line. Where will he end up? Survey says 28th. Boy, wow, 51.316, 51.316 mile second.
Yeah.
And let's see, he's got another lap here.
Yeah, sacrificing the first lap once again, Wesley, to maximise the speed for the second lap. So we'll see it pans out.
51.317, 184.60 miles an hour. Good enough for 28 fast for the 29 cars that have took it time. Remember, Brandon Trano's time, 55.23, did not count. It was disallowed. We got some more interviews coming up on deck. Dean Gagliano, Joshua Corner. Wouldn't you be a Dr. Pepper too? Here comes Broadfoot. Will he improve?
He's 22nd.
No. Wow, not by much. He was 28th, and now he's 21st on the scoring pylon. As we grab now Dean Gagliano and Joshua Corner. Hey, guys, what's up? Dean, you happy with your lap?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Tristan Bruce, by the way, on the racetrack right now. The Tilly's number 3. Remember the valiant effort he made to try to get into the playoffs, and he did. Won races, did everything he could, but fell short at the end. Here comes Tristan Bruce now, ready to watch and see what he'll do on the clock. And we just heard from Dean Gagliano. Joshua Corner. Joshua, I see you changed up your numbers and got Dr. Pepper on the car. Is that your favorite soda?
It really is.
Now, Dean doesn't like it. He said it tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah. Well, each to their own. Each to their own. Does that make you go faster? That's going to be the only thing, key, isn't it?
23 blends of flavors. I mean, you know, some people have their own thoughts about it, right? I mean, if you can taste all 23 different flavors.
Sometimes you can't go wrong. I think Coke is worse for you.
There's nothing better than a cold Dr. Pepper, like ice cold Dr. Pepper on a hot summer day. I've always said that. I love it. I love it. Anyhow, back to the sponsor, back to your car. Are you happy with what you turned in the 16?
I actually am. I'm happy about staying in the back. I want to stay in the back for at least majority of it, and then hopefully all goes well towards the end.
Well, the first guy that doesn't follow the rules of a car number matching the scoring pylon is Tristan Bruce. The man out of Denver, North Carolina, the Tilly's High Limit Racing entry, advertised as car 23. He comes out on the racetrack as a number 3. Hopefully we'll fix that by the duels next week. Tristan Bruce says there's an incoming airliner coming in. If you didn't know, Daytona International Airport is right behind the backstretch at Daytona. Currently 29, Tristan Bruce. Got to find speed here, Dean, on the 23.
He does. I like the retro colours that he has there, but it's on the helmet, of course, and the number 23. We'll see how it goes with delivery to get that 23 on the car if he's going to be racing under that number next week. But Tristan Bruce, of course, got a big battle between him and his teammate, of course, Jeff Murk, that they were in the other series. We'll see whether they're not going to be teaming up again in this series. Not quite sure on that one, Wesley. But at the moment, he's got to put a quick lap in, unless he's going to want to be running at the back of the field there, which some drivers, as you mentioned, are comfortable doing. A lot of drivers don't want to be in that midfield, really, at the end of the day, isn't it? So, to start the big race.
Right, you're exactly right. Yeah.
And
Here comes Tristan Bruce up to 10th. Remember, one spot less. He's in the top 10, so he'll qualify 10th. Guys, thank you for your time. We'll see what you do in the Cup Series this year. Appreciate you being on for an interview, Dean and Joshua.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Rocking and rolling. Damian Neeson is on track now.
He's got a puppy on there, isn't it? What is that?
The 024? Yeah.
Let's see the side of the car. It's just a little difficult to see the side of the car there.
And the dog is up. And the dog is up.
All right.
They are. Do a little DMX. The dogs are out. Here comes the 024. And that is Damian Neeson on the clock now.
Now, you notice, Wesley, that all the drivers will tend to go up near close to the fence there for their first lap run. Then after they complete their first lap run up to the high line, they go down to the inside apron and they hug that inside apron to try to get the maximum speed for their lap.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we kind of watch them come to the line right now. We'll see what happens as we have Damian Neeson on the clock. There he is up against the fence. Is he going to try to? Wow, that's a different line. We've seen everybody else run here in Daytona and qualifying, Dean, so far.
Well, you want to be as close as you can to that fence as possible. Might even give you a little bit extra speed as well, too. It'll suck you into the fence, but so be careful. And then, of course, that's the first lap that he's going to be putting down now. We'll see what those times come in once he crosses the line. He's in 3 and 4 currently at the moment as Damian Nelson. And now what he'll do is he'll just hug that inside apron now after that first time comes up on the board for Damian. And he'll go to 31st currently at the moment, or 30th overall. That's a 51 flat almost. But now he's going to be committing down to that inside yellow stripe line there. And you want to be hugging that for the rest of the remaining lap. At the moment, he goes on to the backstretch. Builds up speed of the exit. I'll be very careful not to do too much movement on the steering wheel, of course. Movement equals friction. Friction equals slower pace. And we'll drop the revs just a tad. 177, 180 almost. Before he goes in turn 3. And which will continue to turn 4. Keep it nice and smooth here. You don't want the car to wiggle to and a jiggle and a bobble and a
wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bobble and a wiggle. A wiggle, jiggle, giggle, bobble. Damn it, you're messing me up, Dean. Damian Neeson crossing the line. Currently 30th. Will he improve? Yes, 21st, up 10 spots. Listen, small progress is good progress, right, yes, Dean? I mean, little baby steps, as I mentioned earlier. And let's check in our buddy, Chico, Brandon Broadfoot. What's up, my friend? How you been?
What's up? Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, it's great to hear from you.
Yeah.
What's your take of qualifying? The double deuces loose.
Yeah, double deuce didn't put down a fast quali, but it doesn't really come down to the quali laps. It's mainly what you do in the race and the duels. So we'll Chico it up and we'll go and try to get us up front for the big one.
I call him the Razor Ramon of NASRA, so if you don't know what the Chico is Cody Dodd, another Californian from Madera up against the outside wall. There's the Pulse Poppers, number 26 entry, Cody Dodd, ready to roll. And Tristan, hey man, it's good to see you again, ready to make another valiant effort towards a NASRA Cup Series title. I was telling everybody your story. You tried so hard to make it into the championship race and the playoffs and just fell short by virtue of politics, basically. You're ready to defend that title, though, coming up here and make a run for it this season, aren't you?
Yeah, what's up, Wesley? It's good to hear from you. Yeah, we were so close last year. I think it was because Lowe's had me working, so I couldn't race. But, yeah, no, it's good to be back. I hate the off-seasons because all of NASRA, for what I do at least, is on off-seasons till tonight. So glad to be back. My lap was okay at 5.46. It's right in the mix of everyone in the top 10, so pretty close to a top 10, but how these plate races start never determines the finish, so anything can happen.
Yeah, for sure, man. Right now, we are heading towards qualifying, rolling in. Cody Knott, we'll see what he can do here, as right now he is 31st. Dean, you got anything for our buddies here of obviously, Chico, Brandon Broadfoot, and of course, the other man here joining us in the booth, somebody's that we've enjoyed talking to over the years, of Tristan Bruce, man.
I just have to say, good luck in the season with you guys. It's good to see you back again. Both of you are fantastic competitors. I'll get a chance to call you out, so you got to be nice, because I'll be on the mic with Wesley this one as well too. So not only I'll point the cameras at you, but I'll also be shouting at you from behind the booth. But two great fierce competitors. So I'm looking forward to it, gentlemen.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Looking forward to it. Tristan, one more question. Are you teammates with Jeff Murk? Where's Jeff Murk at? Is he playing possum? What is he doing? Hiding in the garage area?
He's scared. He's hiding in the garage. I'm not with him this season. But no, I think he's running independent, or someone picked him up. He's still a free agent, I think. So he needs a team. But yeah, it's going to be a good season along with racing old Pookie again.
Though you're not teammates, you're still friends.
No,
right? You're fierce rivals on the track.
We'll be teammates at Catch Fence for season 11 in the Cup. So.
That's
got two. With Broadfoot's our teammate too. So
you can door him now. You can turn him, and it won't be any beef. You can go back to.
I'm going to at Daytona.
He said, "I'm going to." Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, have a good one.
Tristan Bruce and Brandon Broadfoot. And I guess they're all going to be a trio of teammates right there. Chase Leahy is on the track now. Let's see what the Legion 34 will do. Here he comes.
The Legion.
Now, I remember this guy, Chase Leahy. I actually called QSR Simulation Cup Series with this guy. And obviously, he's got some amazing credentials. Used to run in the NASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series, rode to pro as well. Chase Leahy on the track, on the clock. Damian Neeson, what's up, man? You happy with your time? And you ran a very different line than everybody else up against the outside wall. What was the strategy there in the Dogmobile?
I just come from road course racing. It was something I wanted to try at this point in time. Wasn't sure if it would work. It wasn't bad, but it didn't work the way I thought it would.
I got you. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, you still put a lap down on the racetrack. We see where you ended up here. That's actually 22nd.
It is wild how I was just kind of doing the math, looking over things. It's 0.03 of a second off the lead. So I'm excited for the next couple of weeks.
Which road courses were you doing? You said you're coming from which series class cars are you doing for that one, David?
I do a lot of NEC stuff, or VLN. I guess it's called NEC now. I always call it VLN. It's mostly Nürburgring stuff. So I come from kind of that side. Chase, the driver out there right now, I race with his team as well. We do a lot of road course endurance stuff, but I love endurance racing, especially around the Nürburgring.
Yeah. How many corners? Do you memorize all the corners? Do you know more by heart now?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. 160-something corners is now, if I'm not mistaken. Or just the Nürburgring track, not the Nordschleife.
No, the Nordschleife itself.
Yeah.
I have a lot of names. When I was out there last summer driving, I'm sure my instructor, I made up my own names for the corners. I have things that I call, say, Mutskrava. And Mutskrava too.
Do you watch that Micha driver as well too on YouTube? I think he's always
18th, by the way, for Chase Leahy. Yeah. What language is that, by the way, that you just said, Damian Neeson? German?
It's German, yeah. I speak very bad German.
Hell yeah, my school, I did good. I recognized it. All I know to say is Sennheiser in 9.
But, no. The key phrase you need when you're in Germany is Es tut mir leid, mein Deutsch ist schlecht.
Yeah, I know that.
And educational on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
I know what you're going to say. I know what that is, actually, but we can't translate it to English, right?
Yes, we cannot do it, but trust me, that gets you a long way in Germany.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Like you're a freak and come and have fun with me or something?
My German is not very good, put it that way. Is that
yes,
right?
I'm sorry, my German is bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's other things as well. So we have to keep it PG here. So
hey, I tried. I'm sorry, Wesley. I'm sorry. My bad, guys.
It's all good. Hey, if Cody says you can say it, can we unveil it? And you know what? We got Cody Nutt. We got Cody Nutt coming up after the break, and when we go to break, he can tell us what it means. Stay with us. More qualifying from Daytona as we near the stretch of qualifying night for the NASRA Cup Series in Season 2. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Cody Knott is like, what in the world did I just walk into here? Cody Knott joins us up in the booth. Welcome back to coverage of Season 2 of the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. I think we are nearing the end of qualifying as we are closing in on the 11 o'clock hour. Cody, welcome back. Man, I'm so excited the Cup cars are back, and what a return. Everybody's excited about the Cup Series for NASRA doing this thing tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I can tell you we're a lot lighter on the numbers than we had planned. Like, as you see the lineup list, it says 63 drivers. I think we are around 43 is what is present inside the session for tonight. So well above what we expected, especially with the way we ended last season with, I think, finishing around like 20 drivers at the end of the final race, which is still pretty solid, especially for a championship race. But 44, I think it is what my last number was, full-time that are listed. And then we have like an additional 10, 15 part-timers.
Here comes the number 38 entry from Salem, Wisconsin, the cheesehead himself in the C.O.P.S shop entry Toyota for Blue Lights Racing. Beautiful looking race car. I'm sorry, Adam Newton, I might have to bump you to second. This is a beautiful car. Here comes Ryan Johnson. Cody, what's your take of your qualifying lap with the number 26 Pulse Poppers entry?
I think I'm sitting, Chase beat me, so I think I'm sitting 21st now if you're trying to count yes. Trano's time gone. So it's not too bad. Everyone's within like a sneeze of each other. Like honestly, if you jerk the wheel just slightly, you're going to end up down in 40th place basically. So it's not too bad. 21st. I think I'm tied with like 4 people with my time, so not too bad.
Tell you what, we watch Ryan Johnson now, by the way, a former champion. Obviously, in other NASRA competition, he ran in the Xfinity program, moved into the trucks, and now ready to see what he'll do in the Cup Series. Here he comes, all 4. Salem, Wisconsin, Ryan Johnson. Coming down to the line. Where will he end up? First qualifying lap. Look at his mugshot.
He's always got a smile. We used to remember we used to see him on camera, and he'd be sitting in the living room or something like that. He's got the inside apron now that a lot of the drivers are doing. I wanted to ask you that question as well too, Cody. Some drivers are electing to go on that outside wall as much as possible in their first lap, and then the second lap they go down there and hug the inside apron. Is that the quickest way around Daytona?
That's how you build momentum. So these cars are so heavy that if you stick on the bottom the whole time, you're not going to build that momentum. So the elevation on the turns, basically as you're coming downhill, the car goes faster. So you want to build up as much momentum as possible, and then your second lap, you're trying to stay as low as possible because the shortest way around the track is at the bottom. But you need speed. So the best way to do it is basically throw away one lap and then be as close to the bottom as you can on your second lap.
Ryan Johnson, by the way, good enough for 6th. 55.40 for the driver at 185.30 miles an hour. That is Ryan Johnson. But I'll tell you what, let's put the flyer back up on the screen. Cody, what's the momentum building for the King of Talladega? Tell us about all that coming up here in October. It'll be very fast approaching. October 12th through the 17th. That is, by the way, a Monday through Friday event. It's going to be pretty cool when we do this thing.
Yeah, I believe it's actually a Sunday through Friday event. Yeah, we already got.
Yes, I'm sorry. Sunday through Friday. My apologies. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We already got 36 people signed up.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's pretty solid just for the beginning. We still got about a month and some change.
Yes.
And we'll start advertising again here shortly, but we're trying to lock down sponsors so we can give out pretty much as much prize money as we did for our last event. But similar format. Me and Brady are still debating on how we're wanting to handle the money this time around because it got really wild last time. So we're hashing out some of the smaller details that are kind of more of like mine and his thing. But yeah, 36 already signed up. So all those that are watching the broadcast, it's already looking to be a strong event. So just get signed up and let's give out some more money. I'd like to give away another 12 grand this time.
Wow. By the way, here comes the Chevrolet Performance Blue Line Racing, number 45 out of Scottsville, Kentucky. Matt Cherry on the clock. And Cody, thanks for your time, man. Looking forward to it. Thanks for keeping Brady in line, you in line, everybody in line. And we're excited for what's to come for NASRA as we move into the end of 2025 and rip roar to 2026. Can't believe this thing's going on 6 seasons by the time we get started next year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, later, guys.
Cody Knott, by the way, North American Sim Racing Association.com if you want to get signed up on any of the NASRA leagues. And, of course, the Kings of Talladega and the NASRA 500, the Great American Sim Race, returning in January of 2026 as well. Chevrolet Performance entry, Matt Cherry in the back stretch, 34th right now. Ryan Johnson, you are 6th. I know you got to be happy with that time. Always great talking to you, Cheesehead. How you been?
Pretty good, buddy. Yeah, I mean, we're here at Daytona. I didn't really know what to expect. Just went out, did the best I could on the second lap, and yeah, we'll take 6th place if it stands. Not too bad. It could be a lot worse.
Matt Cherry goes up into 21st at the moment there. Ryan, you could be one of my picks this season to take this. So you reckon you can take the NASRA Cup trophy and put another one to your cabinet?
It'd be nice, but with my track record in NASRA, I definitely don't win my first season. But I mean, I have some consistent finishes, I suppose. We got 2/3, a first, and 2 seconds now, so not too bad.
Chase Albright, by the way, on the racetrack right now. By the way, Ryan Johnson, 184 starts leading up to Daytona in the Cup Series. Will be career start 185. He has 36 career wins, 114 top 5s, 141 top 10s. Did you know that, Ryan? Like, wow, those stats are unbelievable.
I didn't, but I mean, that makes me pretty proud. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Makes you feel better, don't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Give me a little confidence going into this season, I suppose.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, never count out this guy, Ryan Johnson, St. Louis, Wisconsin. Thanks for your time, buddy. Good luck. Go get him.
Appreciate it, buddy.
There you go. We'll bring in Matt Cherry now. Chevrolet Performance entry number 45. As we do that, here comes Chase Albright as we are nearing the home stretch of qualifying. Here comes the man out of Burlington, North Carolina, the 49 North Collision High Limit Racing Chevrolet. Chase Albright, beautiful looking race car. Matt, man, I'm loving your Chevrolet Performance colors, man. That looks really sharp looking car. You happy with your time on the board here in qualifying? Good enough for 21st?
Yeah, it could have been better, but we'll take it. Plan is when we start the race, we're going to be in the back anyway, so kind of hang out back there and let everything sort its way out. But yeah, not the speed that we wanted, but we'll definitely take it.
Matt, people know Matt Cherry from the trucks on Monday night with the DSR Electric Truck Series or the C.O.P.S Truck Series. How different are these Cup cars, man? Obviously, getting used to them here tonight at Daytona. And remember, you got the next-gen car, the Gen 4 and the Gen 6 you got to run.
Oh, yeah, man, these things are day and night. You have to drive this car way different than what you have to drive any other NASCAR. It's on the service here. I mean, it's just it has a mind of its own. You know, sometimes it'll be loose, sometimes it'll be tight. It'll get tight, and you won't even know it. You're in the wall, but it's just you got to be careful with it.
Well, there goes Chase Albright finishing up. Winds her down as he'll drop down below the blend line on the back straightaway. 31st for that driver's time. Here comes the 51. The Holiday. The Florida Cabinet Distributors, Mr. Restrictor Plate. It is Fort Myers, Florida driver Brian Chu. Thank you, Matt, for your time, buddy. Go get him next week.
We'll see ya.
Yep, thank you, Matt.
Here comes the Flying Floridian, as I call him. The Holiday. Holla if you hear me. The Scott Steiner of the NASRA world from Fort Myers, Florida, sponsored by Florida Cabinet Distributors. In the Blue Line Racing Toyota number 51, this is Brian Chu. And I say this humbly, without any bragging, Dean Hopton, about Brian Chu. If there was anybody that you want to place your bets on in the world of restrictor plate racing, it is this man right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian Chu's showing strength to strength, really, season to season. And of course, a fantastic livery there for a fantastic sponsor of the series as well, too. Not just the Cup Series going through, but, of course, a lot of the series here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And let's see whether or not Brian Chu can get that up there. A little bit more exposure, of course, as well, too. Get in victory lane a few times. And he's been in victory lane a couple of times in the season, hasn't he, there, Wes? And let's see if we can continue back in that momentum.
Brian Chu, 301 career starts of NASRA. Just past 300 starts, 9 career wins. A lot of them on restrictor plate super speedways. 43 top 5s, 109 top 10s. Brian Chu up to 36. Can't do it that way. He's got to find speed. This might be the speed lap for the 51 here, Dean.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any major improvements inside the top 10 recently with some of these drivers now in the qualifying. We just saw Ryan Johnson go up in a P6, essentially. The rest of the drivers are just getting some laps in there, but not quite the times that they've been wanting to have. So let's see whether or not we can break this late qualifying curse that seems to be coming across the drivers here at Daytona as Wesley's grabbed
Remember,
Chase.
they're trying to make the weather conditions, everything be typical for everyone, from the first to the last. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, as they say. Let's see what the Floridian Holiday, if you hear me, is he going to climb?
Yes.
He will, up to 16th, but he'll be mid-pack for the duels. Chase Albright, you happy with your qualifying time, buddy? In the number 45, always, or 49. Always good talking to you, sir, from the Carolinas.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to be back. I'm not real happy with that lap. Pretty slow, 57, but I mean a 52's on the pole, so it's just tight, man. It's super tight.
It really, by the way, Brandon Schumann, here comes another Dr. Pepper entry. Here comes the I'm a Pepper, you're a Pepper, you're a Pepper, I'm a Pepper, you're a Pepper. Remember that song? I guess I'm feeling how old I am. The Dr. Pepper number 52. This is Brandon Schumann from Statesville, North Carolina. Do you remember that song, Dean? I'm a Pepper, you're a Pepper, she's a Pepper, he's a Pepper.
No, Wesley, we didn't have that in Australia. I don't remember. I remember the Tab. Do you remember Tab?
Oh, yeah, Tab soda, the pink soda.
No,
Oh,
they made it in Australia. Pepper didn't make it so much in Australia as what it did in the States. So, yeah, I can't really talk to you about that one.
The pink Tab drink.
Couldn't be worse
Even
than
that color
Dr.
just
Pepper,
looked like
can it?
it looked like the soda version of Pepto-Bismol Tab did. Sorry. Hey, Chase, man, we're watching Schumann. We got Brian Chu coming up, man. What's your take? Just kind of hang in the back for the duels next week and see what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay clean. Hopefully, I don't have to use any sort of provisional or anything like that. We're just gonna try to stay clean, make it through, and see how next week shakes up. But I'm really looking forward to it. Happy to be back with NASRA.
Yes, sir, man. It's great having you back as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Albright ready to go in the number 49 entry. And here comes Brandon Schumann. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper too. Brandon Schumann, 37th. Got to find definitely more speed on his second lap as we are nearing the end of qualifying. The Holiday, if you hear me. What's up, Brian Chu, Mr. Restrictor Plate? How you been? What's your take of your qualifying lap, boss?
Not as fast as I want to be. So
yeah.
we're gonna have to find some more speed for the big race here in a couple weeks, but we'll figure it out. It's all about drafting and staying out of trouble. So
is the track conditions, are they too hot? Is it everything all bowled into one that's making the cars struggle like they are, you feel, Brian? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think with the setup, we're supposed to be the same track conditions for everyone, but you never know that, I guess, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like going a lot slower than I want to. And I tried to throw away the first lap and try to get it on the second lap, but I just couldn't pick up enough. I mean, some other guys were doing that pretty good, but I struggled with it a little bit. But I could try to race up there. We'll just try to do my thing and work my way to the front.
Brandon Schumann about wrecked the Dr. Pepper number 52 entry as he was winding it down on the cool-off lap on the blend line on the back straightaway. The car was really loose. There's the thoughts, of course, of the man that we call Mr. Restrictor Plate, Brian Schumann. Here comes NASRA DSR Truck Series champion, Jonathan Cofield on the clock. Dean, you got something for Brian before we go?
I mean, it is locked, Brian. The temperature hasn't changed at all the whole time we've been watching. It's been
the same.
Yeah. No wind, 127-degree track temperature the whole time, 53 Celsius. But one thing that can change is, and I'm not sure how that's set up or whatever, that's something we could probably ask the administrators, but you're laying down, the track is laying down rubber and perhaps marbles as well too. So I don't know if that's a key factor that some of you drivers that have come out a little bit later, because the times aren't tumbling at the top of the timesheets what they were at the very start. So I'm just curious.
No, I mean, I heard Cofield had told me is 100% right now the rubble, but yeah, I don't know. You're right. Some of those times that were going earlier, I kind of watched them what they were doing, and I tried to mock a couple of fast guys, and I couldn't. It was nowhere near them, so I don't get it, man. I mean, it's I don't know.
Brian, final question: as we watch Jonathan Cofield, by the way, work around the racetrack, NASRA DSR Truck Series champion at Season 5 last year, the man out of Mumford, Alabama. I know he's got to be excited about Auburn. Auburn Tigers, War Eagle, they beat Baylor on Friday. We're not even going to talk about Alabama, Crimson Tide, Fire, Kalen DeBoer. That's all I'm going to say. The Cofield Asphalt, Cofield Supply, Blue Line Racing, 58 Chevrolet of Cofield up to 38th. This is his speed lap. But I got to ask you, Brian, why are you so good on restrictor plates? What is the key? I don't want you to give away your secrets, but what makes it where people need to bet on you if you were at Vegas right now in the restrictor plate races?
I try not to make enemies, I think. And I kind of work well with my teammates, and I kind of gain respect for some other drivers to work well with others, than just try to stay out of the big one, obviously. So I look well ahead when I'm in the pack. So I don't know. I just try to bump at the right time, work with the right guys, and make the right moves, pit at the right time. It's kind of a lot of strategies, and usually it's been working out for me. But I still been getting caught up in some of these late big ones. But
yeah.
Outfield up to third, but he went below the double yellow line.
Oh, yeah. That might get a little bit of, we'll get race control to chime in on that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
There might be some type of a penalty on this. We'll have to see. Were y'all told, Brian and Brandon Schumann, not to go below the double yellow line? Was that ever said? You got to stay on the track. Don't go beyond that mark, or what? I mean.
Oh yeah, it was.
On my understanding, you're not allowed to go below. No.
Yeah. From
wow.
every understanding we've ever had, you cannot go below the double yellow line.
Now, here's my thing, guys. He went below the double yellow line, but it was after he took the checkered flag. So it was on his cool down lap. So I'm wondering if he'll be okay with that. I'm wondering if he'll be okay with that. By the way, up to third. Up to third for Cofield.
Yeah. If it's after, I think it's okay, Wesley.
Yeah.
It should be.
He stays on course. I'm looking at replay right now. He stays on course, and then he crosses the line. And then when he crosses the line to climb to third, then he drops below the double yellow line. Yeah. So I think he'll be okay.
He should be okay.
I do. I think he'll be okay.
one.
Brian, thanks for your time, man. Brandon Schumann.
Hey, Wesley, real quick.
Go ahead, Brian. Yes, sir.
You're just before I get off, you're talking college football. Go Canes, baby. Go Canes.
Yeah. Don't count out Miami this year, man. The University of Miami.
Go Gators, baby.
And by the way, screw Florida State.
Hey,
I agree.
Go Gators.
Now that I'm commentating this series, there'll be no football talk in here whatsoever during the race. It's okay. Don't make me come back there.
All right, boys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Right. Brandon Schumann, what's your take of your car, buddy? It looked like it was really tight in the corner on the clock. Was it really in trouble there trying to keep it off the wall?
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a little tight. Right when I was up against the wall there, I felt the air and I was like, oh, this isn't like loose. This is kind of getting tight. So, I just kind of tried to hold on to the top for that first lap and then brought it down to the bottom, and it still felt about just as tight as it was on the top. But it's just a track temp. It's playing an effect into the tire wear. So.
Well, Justin Clapper on the gas now on his qualifying lap of speed. This is the number 40 entry. Justin Clapper, of course.
Yeah, don't forget
that 63 machine. Let's see, the driver, of course, out of Mooresville, North Carolina. The Mania Club, Champions of Hope Foundation. Mid-Pack Motorsports entry Chevrolet. Here he comes. He's 39th. This might be the lap right here. He's really quick.
Yeah, he needs something.
Survey says.
Bingo. P6, my friend. Wow.
Look at that. I could just tell that his lap was so much different than the first one. And Justin Clapper now, he's got to be happy with 6 right now, Dean.
He should be, absolutely. So, and it's also a positive thing for the rest of the drivers, the handful of drivers that are remaining in this qualifying session, to see that they can make improvements. It is possible. Everything is even Stevens out there that we're confirming. And I can confirm to you at the moment, too, that their 58 is fine. So Caulfield's time is there. It's locked in, my friend.
Speaking of Jonathan Cofield, go Auburn, War Eagle. They're 1-0 in football. Alabama's 0-1. I'm so damn depressed. But Cofield, what a lap. And obviously, you got to be happy with it. It looks like the strategy is to slow down, find the right line, lap 2, gun it. That's what it looked like you did.
I don't know. My biggest thing was getting off pit road and getting on that outside, getting on that yellow line, and then kind of cutting in where the cutout is and just flooring it. Just trying to get a good run off pit road, really. Just trying to get some speed going down the back stretch, and then, of course, staying up high on the first lap. Probably need to be a little bit lower on that first lap, but I give it all I could and tried to keep the wheel steady for the second lap. But I'll take a third, I guess.
Here comes Tucker to New Jersey driver, the Kodiak Grizzly Miller Lite GMS Racing, number 66 Chevrolet. This is Robert Walton on the racetrack. A lot of silver, black, and yellow on that car. Really stands out. Cofield, you're the DSR Truck Series champion. I missed you. You didn't run the Monday series, man. Have you decided to cut back and now put your efforts in this Cup program, you feel?
I was in the Monday series. Not going to run the Friday series this season.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was just crashing in the back. You couldn't see me.
The defending champion just had a bad night, Dean, if you will. It's Walton up to 40th now. He's on the final lap of qualifying, Dean.
Yeah, so there it is at the moment. Sorry, Wes, you caught me completely off guard. I'm talking to Cody about something in the background, so you'll have to continue with that. I'm
Here comes Robert Walton.
Yeah.
I got you. It's by the way, it's great to hear the voice of Dean Hopton again. We've worked many broadcasts together, but it's been a while since we've called a race broadcast with one another. And here comes Walton, the Kodiak machine, coming across the line, 40th in his first lap of qualifying, up to 37th in lap number 2. Remember, Brandon Trano's time is disallowed. I gotta ask you, Jonathan, being the champion of the trucks, has anybody got anything for Sean Garrett? Is it really that good of a lap he put down?
Yeah, all the laps are just so close, man, and you gotta hold that wheel pretty, stay against that double yellow line. Try not to wash up too much coming off the corners, and just dig it, man.
We are nearing the end of qualifying, of course, as we just saw the final qualifying lap just wrap up. Here comes Tony Burleson. Justin Clapper now joins us. Jonathan, thank you, buddy. War Eagle.
War Eagle, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And let's grab Justin Clapper. Justin, man, you hung back on your first lap and you lit up the scoring pylon. I had a feeling that was going to be a good lap for you. Happy with 6, sir?
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
We're losing our buddy Justin. And by the way, as I say that, here comes Tony Burleson on the racetrack, the Troutman, North Carolina driver in the CubiusTackle.com, RL Productions, Midpack Motorsports, Chevrolet. You back with us, Justin?
You got me now?
Yep, yes, sir. Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my push-to-talk's being a little finicky here, so I'll make sure I hold it a little better for you. Yeah, that first lap, the time I saw it put up, it seemed a good 10th or so better than some of the guys that have been going on their first lap. So I was pretty optimistic. Use some tricks of the teammates. Unfortunate that our new guy to the team had to have his time disqualified, but he was a little unsure on what the rules were, but we got that squared away, and we'll move forward on that. But, yeah, real happy with P6 right now.
Very good lap. Very good lap. Tony Burleson on clock right now. Nearing the end of qualifying. Do you feel like you got a better advantage, if you will, Justin, of trying to go for the pole since you've seen what everybody's goodies have been since the start, maybe?
Honestly, I was really worried about the track rubbering up and gaining heat. I know the track is staying the same throughout this session, but it's something we've experienced in the past. You remember we qualified it in the nighttime last year, and that was a big factor, was that bottom groove actually gaining a little bit of a heat, just enough that car started to slow down as the runs went on. So being able to run as good of a lap time as I did there late in the session kind of makes me wish I went earlier even more. But curious to see if any of these other guys got something for us, as keeping an eye on my teammate here in the 79.
Yeah, Tony Burleson, as we watch it. And I see you got some new friends, by the way. We got another driver that we spoke with earlier. He's got that, he had that primer-colored car. He was telling me he's really looking forward to unveiling the race car. I think it's the guy in the 14, I believe it was. Was it Brandon Trano? And
Brandon Trano.
Allowed. So how is his reaction right now? How is he acting? Does he realize he messed up, or does he feel like he needs to appeal it, or what are you telling him as a teammate, Justin?
With it being new, like we talked about it, he's not going to appeal it or anything like that. As his understanding was, with it being a fixed setup or anything, I don't think he really knew truly what was meant in the drivers' meeting when they talked about, some of the guys like to call it cheesing or whatever, the lack of better term. But so he was a little bit slower. Justin White saw his mile per hour at the line, deemed him in his mind of cheating, but he really was just trying to do what he thought other guys would do already. He's new to the league. He didn't quite understand how strict some of these rules are, but we got that squared away. We discussed it. We're moving on to the duels next week, and he's got himself a charter, so he knows head out the windshield, and looking forward to next week.
Here comes the University North Texas number 93. What a beautiful looking race car this is. This is Thomas Aaron from Grand Prairie, Texas, in the Nice Motorsports. Donuts on the backstretch. Number 93, and we're ready to see what he'll do. By the way, Tony Burleson just finished up qualifying. He's 37th, 50.585 miles an hour. And Dean, we are closing in on the home stretch of qualifying. We're down to the final 3. Justin, thank you, buddy. Go get him next week.
Yeah, boys. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Justin. And, of course, for the Champions of Hope Foundation, that is the livery on his car as well, too. We're going to see this season. some of the other drivers as well too. Have you been hanging around, of course, staying up? I know Dawn's been hanging around. So we've got Jeff Murk, Jackson Wade as well, that they'll be coming and putting their flying laps in the time there. And Thomas will be putting his lap times on the board as well too, which will be currently 43rd on there with 50.9. But he's got one more lap to go, Wes, of course, as we're dying down here with 30 or so watching. Thank you for tuning in.
And here's the deal. Normally we see these guys really run the dead lap, obviously. We've seen it all night. There's been maybe one or two times we've actually seen somebody put out a blistering fast lap, meaning they come out of the gate swinging and they put one lap down and they put it to a very good starting spot. Here comes Thomas Aaron now, third, 42nd. And Robert Walton, I love the Kodiak colors this year, man. Are you excited for the new Cup season, boss? Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully everything goes well this year.
Thomas Aaron, we'll watch and see what he'll do. The University of North Texas,
Whoa!
93.
P5.
Whoa!
Whoa!
He's up to fourth. No, fifth. Thomas Aaron, fifth. Remember, Trano's time is disallowed. Justin Clapper gave a great explanation of that. But Thomas Aaron, unbelievable. That's what we talked about hanging back here. Robert, are you happy with your qualifying lap being mid-pack or in the top 30?
No, not really. I tried to copy my teammate that's on the pole right now. And I don't know what happened. Just didn't seem to get out of it what he did.
I'll tell you what, Robert, I think you're talking about Wade Garrett and of course, Mr. Garrett, Shane Garrett. And I know he's excited. Man, how excited is Shane Garrett? Like literally, Sean Garrett, I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean is on the cusp of locking up a pole. First time in the NASRA Cup Series. Like, what is his demeanor right now? Talking to him in your driver chat box, if you will.
Yeah, he's jacked up. This is his first time running with us, and he's watched me and his dad and the TTR gang run for 4 years or 5 years now. So it's his first opportunity to run with us, so he's real excited. Obviously prepared well.
Well, Robert, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. And Dean, the penultimate car is on the racetrack right now.
Yes.
Here is Jackson Wade. He was very controversial last year on a lot of races, a lot of moments, a lot of moves. Some of the things he did, the Odessa, Missouri, IBC, K1 Speed, Gun Dog Motorsports. Ford is back, ready for another year in the NASRA Cup Series.
And the livery looks fantastic, nice and shiny here in Daytona, in the virtual world, of course. And we'll see how Jackson Wade's first lap times will be across the board here this evening there, Wesley. Currently 44. Well, we're not expecting much from those first laps, remember, across the board. But we'll see how he hugs that inside apron now to set his fast lap. We've seen times starting to tumble. We've seen drivers starting to make their way back into the top 10s. Let's see how it pans out for Mr. Jackson.
The defending series champion of season 1. He is coming up next, and he will be the final qualifier of 45. Here comes Jackson Wade, and we know the history between Wade and Murk and Larch and some of the other things that went on last season. What will happen this year? The Ford Mustang, two-time winner of last season, Jackson Wade, down to the line. Will he climb? Yes! He's third! Jackson Wade third in qualifying. 50.525. 526 it will round out to 185 miles an hour. Jackson Wade on the pole right now for Duel 1 next Wednesday night.
They'll put him on the second row as well, too, currently at the moment. So we'll see how that will pan out. And here he is, his Pookie. So you got a lot on your shoulders now, don't you, there? Because you've just come off holding up that trophy. And now he's got to be like, well, Murk's going to come out here and just prove to the rest why he is the best of the rest.
Here's the deal. Everybody has qualified on the same playing field. It has not changed one iota. The clock might have changed. The times might have changed. But one thing that has stayed the same is clear skies. Not a cloud in the sky. The sun is beaming on the virtual World Center of Racing since we came on the air. 83 degrees. If you want me to be exact, it's been 82.40 degrees Fahrenheit. It hasn't changed air temp at all. The track temp has been locked at 127.40 degrees Fahrenheit or 53 Celsius. Not any wind, which is really crazy because it's normally windy in Daytona, but they wanted to make it fair for everybody from the first car to the 45th car. Here comes the Blanchards towing. Number 60 from Punta Gorda, Florida. This is the defending, reigning, first-time champion of the NASRA Cup Series. This is Jeff Murk, or as Dean calls him, Pookie.
Pookie. Yeah, well, that's the nickname that was given out to him, and so we go with that one. This is his home state as well, too, so Jeff Murk's going to want to make a statement here to the rest of the field to say, I'm back. That's what it is, and will he be back? That'll be the key.
44th. There he is. Jeff Murk. I know the missus is watching even though it's qualifying night. And this is the lap to do it. He lost some speed there for a minute. Went from 169 back to 176, 177. He's got to not let that happen. That will hurt you. Going on the clock. There it is again. Up to 185 at one time as he backs it back down again.
Peaking a little bit. That might be 100% on the telemetry as
yes,
well,
sir.
too. But yeah, it's...
Here he comes.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be close, Dean. Will he get there? Jeff Murk, defending champion. Survey says... Seventh. Seventh for Jeff Murk in qualifying.
Oh, I reckon
the driver of the
I'll
number
take
60.
You'll take that. You'll take
50, 537, 50.537, 186 miles an hour. Jeff Murk, the defending series champion, will qualify in the number 7 position. We've got Jackson Wade, Jeff Murk, and if we can get Sean Garrett. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause pending anything in post-race tech. How about this, Dean Hopton? First time ever in the NASRA Cup Series, and Sean Garrett is on the pole for the Daytona race for the NASRA Cup Series next Wednesday night, coming up in 2 weeks after the duels. What a job. The time of speed, 50, 524, 186.40 miles an hour. We will hear from Jackson Wade. We will hear from defending champion who just closed out qualifying, Jeff Murk, and hopefully Sean Garrett then. And we wrap it up from Daytona next.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Back here at the World Center of Racing at Daytona, as qualifying on iRacing on the NASRA 360 Racing Network has just come to an end. Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Hope you've enjoyed the personalities, the drivers from all across the US of A and the world, for that matter. We spoke to guys out of England, Germany, and more. And our producer, Dean Hopton, is even from Australia as well. Biggles, ready for another season. So am I. So here's the deal. Brandon Trano set quick time. He was sandbagging on his qualifying lap, and the NASRA police caught him. For that reason, the 55:23 is disallowed. That time will not stand. Sean Garrett has officially locked up the pole. We'll talk to the man in his first ever NASRA Cup Series start, qualifying, coming up in a moment. But first, let's grab some more guys that we know from the past. Jackson Wade and Jeff Murk. Jackson Wade, obviously, man, you finished 9th last year, couple of wins. You'll qualify in a pretty decent spot, man. What's your take of your lap? And obviously ready to go for the big race, starting third on the pole for the duel next week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I've been waiting a long time to get back to season 2, so I'm really just excited that I was able to run, some laps in qualifying. It's gonna be a really good season. I think that, qualifying here, it can mean a lot if you can hold your ground up front, rather than staying in the mess in the back. So I mean, I'm excited. I feel like the lap was pretty good. Obviously, there was just a sliver of a hair left to go get, but I feel comfortable with where I am. I'm excited for this race.
Was there a different strategy that you used? I'm noticing that you're up on the high side, but you're not up against the safer barrier like Damian Neese was, like trying to Darlington stripe it, if you will. Was there a different line that you preferred that made that lap be what it was for you, Jackson?
There definitely was. Up on the wall, it can pull you back a little bit. I mean, it's very, very slim, but when the pole is, 2 1,000ths faster than where I am in P3, and, P10 is still in the 0.5s, it matters. So it really matters where you do run. If you do your practice on doing qualifying laps, you'll find little bits of time. So it definitely does matter where people run and things like that.
Dean, I know you're in production, boss, but have you got anything for our buddy Jackson Wade ready to go out here and defend again?
No, absolutely. You've done everything you needed to do, Jackson. So, yeah, throw it on me, Wes. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah. I think he answered all the questions that you had. So, good on you, Jackson.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Well, Jackson Wade, thanks, buddy, for your time. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's grab Jeff Murk, the defending series champion. Pookie! You're back,
boys. I'm back.
Hey, it's so good to talk to you, man. It's been a while. We never talk anymore.
I know, man. I'm not as fast as I used to be, so you don't get to talk to me no more.
Oh, come on now. So are you no longer Pookie? Are we calling you the Weapon? Where did the nickname the Weapon come from now? What happened here, Jeff?
Basically, I don't know. My buddy Tristan Bruce, his dad is Trip Bruce. He is a championship-winning Craftsman truck crew chief, and Tristan told me he keeps calling me the Weapon. So I officially changed my name on Discord to Jeff the Weapon Murk, number 60, in honor of Mr. Trip Bruce. So
we can't call you Pookie anymore.
No,
it's the weapon. It's
the weapon.
That's right.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Jeff, always great catching up with you, by the way. Jeff Murk, ladies and gentlemen, defending the reigning, the inaugural series champion of the NASRA Cup Series at the end of Daytona Auto Club last year at 24 weeks, 20 starts, 1 pole, 3 wins, 6 top 5s, 7 top 10s. Jeff, but I got to ask you, man, there is a lot of new, fresh talent on the roster full-time here in the NASRA Cup Series. What's it going to take to defend the title, man?
Same thing it took last year. A lot of luck and being fast at the right times and being in front of everybody at the last race of the season. So that's a lot goes into a lot. We run pretty long seasons over here, so I had a Wednesday series I was running in, and I kind of abandoned that to come over here and defend my title. So I'm planning on defending it to the gills. So we'll see what happens.
Welcome back. Dean, you got anything for the weapon? Pookie, Jeff Murk.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to call you the weapon now. So, weapons can jam and misfire. So, Jeff, just make sure you don't do that, my friend, and you should be on there. And, of course, say hi to Dawn. Of course, she's the one that gives you your racing rig. Remember that, my friend. Behind every great racing driver is even a great woman.
She is the official car owner. So, without the car owner, I don't have a ride. So, big shout out to her inside watching. This was a bit of a marathon, waiting on my turn to go, waiting on my time to come up. So, but big shout out.
Did you know you were qualifying last? How stressful was that, by the way? Final question, Jeff.
I mean, it wasn't really stressful. I mean, we were sitting inside watching TV, and I was kind of watching it on the broadcast, too. When my time got closer, I came out here.
Yeah.
It really, I mean, I went back and watched the replay. I left a lot on the table out there tonight. So. But still, congratulations to Sean Garrett. I guess he's a new guy over here, so that's a good lap by him. And the track state is 100% and 100%, so there was no variables to it. It was just all about who could run the cleanest lap, and Sean Garrett ran the cleanest lap. So congratulations to him on the pole.
One more thing, Blanchard's Towing. Chris Blanchard sponsoring your race car. How excited is that? I'm kind of surprised. I really am. How did this come about?
Yeah, I just reached out to Blanchard, told him I needed a sponsor for this season, and he goes, "Well, you pay him, and
you know what he's thinking. He's thinking it's checkers or wreckers, right? Jeff Murk. He's like, well, why not get a wrecking company?
I'm fishing for free, so anything can happen now.
I love it. Checkers or wreckers, part of the pun there. Jeff, thanks for your time, buddy. We'll see you next week in the duels, man, and obviously looking forward to seeing you defend your title.
All right, guys, I'll see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Jeff Murk, by the way, as I mentioned, the reigning, defending, inaugural series champion. Hey, by the way, he's heading towards the road to 200 career starts of NASRA, 195 right now, 34 career wins, 78 top 5s, and 110 top 10s for the man out of Punta Gorda, Florida. And ladies and gentlemen, with that said, how about this, Dean? We spoke to all 45 drivers of the NASRA Cup Series here tonight for qualifying night, even Mr. Justin White. And we will speak again to Sean Garrett, driver of the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet. It looks like Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s race car when he drove for Junior Motorsports. The man out of New Egypt, New Jersey for GMS Garrett Motorsports. There he is again on the racetrack, and you're on the pole. Your first ever event for the NASRA Cup Series or sanctioning body. How are you feeling, Sean, locking up a pole for Daytona? In 2 weeks' time, whatever goes on the next 2 weeks, you will be the man that comes down to the green for the big race coming up for the NASRA Cup Series in the Season 2 lid lifter, man. What's it feel like?
I'm thrilled. I didn't expect it to be in the pole for this race. I thought it would be like scrolling down, and then one by one I was like, they gotta get my lap, but they did not. But it's an honor to be a rookie winning the pole on the first race. I don't think we ever had that happen before.
Dean, you got anything for our buddy Sean Garrett? I think it's going to be fun watching him on the series this year.
Yeah, it will. It will, and obviously you got your father out there that are going to be helping you, hopefully on the track there as well too. But Sean, no pressure, of course. A rookie starting the season out here with a lot of drivers that you're not familiar, perhaps, of driving with. And you just got to basically, I always say you're in the best position, mate, because you're at the front. You just got to just keep driving quicker than the rest of the field there. Don't worry about all the wrecks and everything that happened there. Cautions, just restart the race and continue to do what you do and win the race. Is that looking good for you? Going into the first round of the season, first race?
Yeah, the Rex will be on my radar. It's good enough for me. But having my dad and Robbo in the 66 helping me out, it's gonna be really awesome. And
he's referring to Robert Walton as well as his dad, Matthew Garrett, who, by the way, are returning for second seasons. This is his first ever start with the series. What was it like? How was the response from everybody in the driver chat for what you did? And second question, are you a big Dale Jr. fan? Is that why you got the Budweiser number 8 car when he drove for DEI?
Well, yeah, I actually found out like last year when he was gonna run at Florence with that car, and I got an idea to build one for all series.
Well, and second question, what was the response of the driver chat with you making your debut at the series, buddy? How did they treat you?
Oh, I have no idea. I just got out and I just watched your guys' stream and see what's gonna happen. I might have to take a look later, but all drivers, thank you for that, and it's gonna be crazy.
Justin, as the series director of the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors, your final words for the pole man, and obviously we're ready to get this series started here. The duels next week, Daytona in 2 weeks, and I know a lot of people have been anxious for this return. What do you say to your first pole man of the year?
Well, Sean, congratulations on taking the pole. I mean, that's a big task. First race of the season, and you go out and set the world on fire, basically, kind of like what Dale Jr. did when he went over to Henry. When he went and got the pole for the 500, won his Gatorade duel, and just won the Clash and just set the world on fire. So hopefully you can do that here and get the people nervous. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for good competition here on Wednesdays. So as the director of the premier series for NASRA, yes, I'm going to throw that out there. Brady, eat your heart out. Wednesdays is it, boys. This is where the fun happens. This is where the competition gets stiff. So come on over, race any of these 3 cars on the schedule we got, and you're getting ready to see an exciting 20-week season and see how it kind of unfolds. And we'll start all that next week with the duels, and then we'll go to the main event, the 250, the week after. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a fun. We took a year off because life got in the way, but we're back at it. We're ready to roll as the premier NASRA series.
Well, Justin, I know that you had, and obviously we don't want to get into all the detail, but I know you had personal things going on, and I'm so glad that you got all that stuff rectified and you are able to put your 100% focus on it. And I got to give you big kudos to that, because I felt like maybe that's why you took that leave of absence, to get all of the public affairs or private affairs taken care of. So when you come back, you could put your 150% heart, soul, dedication in making season 2 of the NASRA Cup Series, I have to say, even bigger and better than what the first series was.
Yep, that's the most important thing. If you're going to put a series on, make sure you're willing to put the time and effort in, and don't leave it on somebody else's shoulders to take care of. I'm very happy to have and very grateful to have Josh and Cody and Brady and all the NASRA executives, them guys helping us, put this thing on, especially Josh and Cody right now with their support, just getting this thing back off the ground. There's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. A lot of people don't see, setting up broadcast teams, setting up points, setting up, taking the money, making sure you got the race details right. All those small things that really add up in the end that put this great series on, or any series or any league. Takes a lot of people playing their part, doing their part, and making sure it gets done.
Well, buddy, before I let you go, we're going to let Dean give his final thoughts on everything, and we're going to wrap it up at Daytona. It's been a fun 2.5 hours, Dean Hopton. I can't tell you, my friend, how how forward and fortunate I am to be able to work alongside you on the production side for many years, but obviously calling races again. We love it. We love the NASRA Cup Series. We can't wait to see what happens, what unfolds, and obviously another chance not only with qualifying to tonight, but to show all the cameras, all the graphics, all the angles, all the cars, doing all the interviews to highlight everybody. Because, Dean, you've said this before in closing, sometimes this might be the only time that we get to talk to one of these guys in the field because they might not get a chance to make it on the podium or win the race, or if we talk to them, if they're crashed or in a bad mood. This is their chance to highlight them, the talent, the driver, the town, the team that is the NASRA Cup Series, wherever they are across the country. Germany, England, all highlighted, the US of A, and obviously the sights and sounds, the commentary make it so exciting. And obviously I know you're a multitasker, and I appreciate what you do, buddy. We're looking forward to this season.
Wow, thank you there. Oh, you're making me blush. Yeah, that was. It is great to mirror on exactly what you said there. To hear all the different drivers. It probably the only time we'll hear some of those drivers, unfortunately, this season. But they can only be podium winners throughout the season there. But so hopefully at some point we will hear from most of them on the grid there, because you got to be in it to win it, and that's the situation. And you can see, look at the times down there that we're going through the qualifying results. It was close. It's just only inches that drivers mentioned, just a tiny little mistake there, and you're qualifying, you can go from P10 to P30. But at the end of the day, qualifying is one thing. As I said, it's all about the big race and races, of course, that will be continuing on for the season. And let's see whether or not Justin is right. I mean, we'll do our best to make this the premier series in the NASRA network, but it's obviously going to be up to everybody behind the scenes that puts in the hard work there, and of course how great the racing is behind the scenes too.
Yes.
Well, the new pictures that you're going to be putting the cameras at, hopefully we put the cameras at the right people at the right time, Wes.
Yes, it is, my friend. And ladies and gentlemen, obviously, we want to thank you and yours for joining us qualifying. We hope you've enjoyed it for the last, 2.5 hours. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you got a chance to really get to know the athletes, the stars. Because, listen, at the end of the day, we're just announcing talent. It is about highlighting these awesome guys that I have come to call my friends, now going on 7 years next year with 6 years with the NASRA, North American Sim Racing Association. And it is this guy right there, one more time, from New Egypt, New Jersey, as you watch him with a throwback of the Budweiser DEI Chevrolet for Junior, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s throwback colors, Sean Garrett. First time ever debuting with NASRA with his dad, Matthew, and teammate Robert Walton. And this man put down the quick time when it was all said and done here at the World Center of Racing. He is locked on the front row with Sean Garrett and Randy Nicholls. They can choose to run the duels, or they can run Daytona in 2 weeks. It will be fun. It will be exciting. And we are looking forward to bringing it to you on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, as well as on radio coverage for Daytona on CRN. For Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, everybody with North American Sim Racing Association of the sanctioned iRacing body. For Justin White, Joshua Suss of the NASRA Cup Series. For Biggles, Dean Hopton on production and color. This is Wesley Outland. Good night from the World Center of Racing. Congratulations to Sean Garrett, the fast qualifier here in Daytona.